For this game, I got to get this right. Niners, fam, it's time. We got to the days. All the talk of bravado being exchanged means nothing now. It's real. The pop, I almost said the bleep, just got real. And who knew at the beginning of the season it would be Dallas and San Francisco at this particular point in time? Finesse experts versus bully ball. That's us. Beat that. Boy, I'm talking punch in the mouth, in the ribs, in the ears, everywhere you can feel pain. The 49ers are bringing it. San Francisco 49ers versus Dallas Cowboys set a standard of competing excellence decades ago that rings through the displays of the Hall of Fame headquarters in Canton, Ohio. And it always will be the case for those who are always telling us, you guys are always going on and on about them old, smelly, moldy trophies. There's no such thing as a smelly, moldy Lombardi. Hawks fans, stop it. You're making a fool of yourself. Try to get another one. Besides that one. It's been a long time, fam, since the two legendary franchises have clashed during the playoffs with any championship aspirations. What can we expect? What do you expect as these two long time rivals meet up in this first week of 2021 season, the annual tournament? Man, you know, have you experienced any of the back in the day battles between Dallas and San Francisco? You're feeling this like you didn't even know where it came from. I mean, because I've been cruising for years not thinking anything about Dallas because, you know, and both teams have been struggling a bit down through the last 10 years, right? So, you know, but all of a sudden when it's time, you get that renewed feeling. You know, I mean, those arguments you've had down through the years with Dallas Cowboys fans. I mean, you know, to this point, Drew Pearson and Michael Irvin have already acknowledged that Jerry Rice is the greatest wide receiver of all time. Randy Moss is the only idiot that keeps bringing up every few years. I want to challenge that. You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm Randy Moss. Randy, you know, you definitely were great. But come on, man, stop it. So you know, these are the arguments you have to go through, and you know how it's been. You know, that's Cowboys. So, fam, we'll be taking your phone calls and recording your predictions for this Super Wild Card weekend between the Niners and the Cowboys. Hey, special news on Debo T. Will have made the All-Pro list. Meanwhile, Nick Bosa got snubbed. And I noticed the comments in there. Yeah, they did that to Nick. What did Coach Kyle Shanahan say about the incredible mistake? And I definitely call it a mistake. Kyle, quote, is I definitely think Bosa should be there. There's no doubt about that. I'm shocked that I don't think people appreciate how good Bosa is, play in and play out. I've heard people talk about him for comeback player of the year, and every time they say that, I can't believe he hasn't been mentioned in defensive player of the year talk as well. So that was a surprise to me. Even if they don't want to give Nick All-Pro defense comeback player of the year. If Nick comes out with zilch when they start awarding all these things at the end of the season, man, it's gonna be, you know. Anyway, fam, let's go. You know, and talk about emotions being stirred over renewed rivalries involving the Niners and Cowboys. Tom Rathman, right? You couldn't get a better voice. Rathman, who spent 22 of his 31 NFL seasons as a player and a coach with the Niners, and it's clear he still has immeasurable love for the red and gold. There's no doubt about it. Tom was speaking on KNBR's Murph and Mack show earlier this week. Rathman gave a vote of confidence regarding the Niners' chances of beating the Cowboys in this weekend's wild card round. Rathman reminded probably most of you, he'll remind you of us. Rathman said, "Cook, I think they're going to kick the bleep out of them." Rathman's still feeling it. Still feeling it, man. He goes on to say, "I think they can take advantage of their defense. I know Dan Quinn is a really good coach and a great defensive coach, and he's going to have a game plan. I just think with the designs of plays and all the different things and all the twists you have to prepare for when you are playing Kyle Shanahan, it can be a burden to you. You don't know what to work on," unquote. And the Cowboys' young defense, man, they ain't seen nothing like what they're going to see this weekend. It's just a fact. No matter what happens this game, they will be on their heels wondering what in the hell Kyle is trying to do and what's going on. And when Debo starts doing those, when Debo goes into those orbiting routes, when he circles around behind Jimmy and starts running. What do you do if you're on defense? Where do you go? What do you think? These are bizarre things. And all that other pre-snap motion that's going on up in front of him. If I'm a defender of the Dallas Cowboys, I do just like everybody else. I think, oh, fuck, what a shit. You go through that. 49ers among the NFL's best rushing teams this season. You know this, averaging 127.4 yards per game on the ground. Dallas, on the other hand, was closer to the league average at mediocrity at stopping the run, allowing 112.8 yards per game. That's with just about anybody they play. And you think about last week's game against the Eagles, all right? That was not something the Cowboys had their main guys out there for the whole time trying to get that 5 TDs for Dak Prescott, right? Bradford played 8 years with the Niners between 1986 and 1994, prime time. He was a starter on 2 Super Bowl winning teams and 7 NFC West championships. Big Tom finished his career in 1994 with the Los Angeles Raiders before transitioning into coaching. Rathman added, quote, "I still feel like I'm part of the family. Even though I won't be there, I'll still feel part of the family." See, it ain't about to playing with the Raiders for a few minutes. Tom said that upon his retirement, it hasn't changed that tone since. Tom, this bud's going to be for you, babe. What's being said, though, beyond the emotions, per DraftKings Nation, and I brought this just to piss you off. I want you to hear this. How the public is betting the Niners versus them boys in the NFC wildcard round. Point spread, -3, 56% of the handle, 56% of the bets are on the Cowboys. 44% think we got this. Let that process for a minute. Is the public right is the question. This is closer than many analysts imagined it would be. The Cowboys have been one of the most dominant teams in the NFL this season. They boast the top offense in the league and have the 7th-ranked defense, but put an asterisk next to those stats, right? They're in the NFC East. Enough said. The Niners have finished the season strong, though after a lackluster start. We can all admit to that. They've won 4 of their final 5 games and are doing a stellar job on defense. The good guys have allowed an average of 16 points per game during the final month of the regular season, and they face some pretty good offenses in that span. Talk to the Rams about that. The Bengals. DraftKings people go on to say, still the Cowboys' offense is just different when it's fully healthy, eclipsing the 50-point mark in 2 of the final 3 weeks of the season. One of those 50-point games was against an Eagles offense that had 16 of 22 starters sitting out the game and in the locker room playing Madden. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man. Why would you even put that stat down there? If you're trying to fool people into putting their money on the Cowboys behind that kind of information, they ought to be brought up on charges. DraftKings.com also says Dallas should cover this one in the end. Over-under. Line is 50.5 minus 61% of handle, and 73% of the bets are on the over. Is the public right, fam? According to DraftKings, this is pretty obvious. Really? Not too sure why the line isn't higher, according to DraftKings. The Cowboys have hit this point total by themselves twice in the last month. Oh, they really milk. And a little bit of a skew. This is as skewed as it gets. They've scored over 40 points 5 times this season and have been in the high 30s on several occasions. As long as the 49ers offense can put up a measly couple of scores, the over should be hit with ease. Oh, this has to be written by a Dallas Cowboy fan. Has to be. The money line. Cowboys minus 165, 54% of handle and 56% of the bets. 49ers plus 145, 46% of handle and 44% of the bets. Woo! Fam. Is the public right? Dallas is favorite here, but it's not by a lot. It's probably because the Niners have won 7 of their final 9 games heading into this one, including an OT upset of the Rams to cap off the regular season. And SoFi! The Niners defense has also been brilliant recently, but when the Cowboys offense is on, according to DraftKings, nobody can touch them. That happens again Sunday. That's why I brought this to the table, fam. You know what I'm saying? Because, I found DraftKings, and I searched high and low. Most analysts and networks are saying, ESPN, they just ran it down, though. Marcus Spears led his room full of people, and they picked the Cowboys. Okay, that's fine. I felt better about that because, when you look around and you see that most NFL sites and programs are all saying 49ers, I get a little concerned. I don't want that. I like being that team that's flying low under the radar and perceived as being weak against the Dallas Cowboy teams. As we said, your toughest competition in that division has been the Eagles. And Washington football team, no, of course not. They're not going to stop you or give you any trouble. They were supposed to compete this year, but they didn't. And the Giants, please. You do think about the 49ers were in that division, I wonder what the record would be then with the Dallas Cowboys, because I guarantee you there'd probably be a little more competition than that. And let them come to the NFC West. Let's see if they dominate through there. Because as I remember, didn't they play the Cardinals and get their butt handed to them? So, it's... I don't want to get too cocky or confident about this game because I am concerned, to be honest. But I'm saying the 49ers win this one 27-16. Karen Esquivel says Big Trent is back. Yeah, that's another reason why. Ed Nesbitt, is it true Tony Pollard is out? He hurt his foot in practice today. Today even? Because that foot's been bothering him anyway. I don't know. Wait a minute, I did hear something about he is out. I just watched the program. What am I talking about? Yeah, he is out. They got to depend on Zeke. This is a game Dallas got to win this on the back end, and they know this. They're not going to be able to run as much as they want to. They're going to have to beat us in the secondary. Now the 49ers are prepared for that because the frontline defense will be able to stop Zeke. And their offensive line is not what it used to be. So there's a disadvantage right there. Mr. ALU up. I'm gonna Mr. Bleep you up. All up. I like it. I'm not a 49ers fan, but for the love of God, blow them cry boys out. Oh, I tell you, we'll see. Bobo! Hey, Bobo! 49ers 28, Cows 27. We should honor Terrell Owens by standing on the star after TD scores. I respect Dallas, but it's easy for them to beat NFC East teams. And get all the kind of glory they're getting is amazing. Creative Space says we have 25 players from the 2019 playoff run. Huge together advantage. I'll keep saying it, Ronbo, together. And you should. This is what the 49ers are about. We're not a one-man team as a unit. We are really one big red and gold machine. Robert Slavin says, my score 49ers 34, Dallas 24. Give me a shout. Niners! Rakim Jamani, thanks, Rakim. He says, hi, Ronbo, how are you, my brother? I'm going to the game, and we will win 30-17. You got the 17 for him, too. There's something about 17, huh? Because in the last 2 seasons, no team has been through more adversity. The D-line is the best and deepest in the playoffs. We are the healthiest we have been all season long. In fact, I want to amplify on that. Everybody's playing, and there's nobody that's out. Everybody, there's a couple of questionable. Aziz Al-Shar. I understand that. Did you see Kyle in the presser today? Kyle says about K1 Williams. Yeah, I think he's playing. Sometimes I think he's messing with me. I couldn't stop laughing. I said, Kyle, what are you talking about? I thought he was sick last week. He said he didn't feel well. And he says when K1 says that something, you got to take him seriously. And that's why we killed him out last week. But no, never mind. We won okay. We didn't. I don't like the way Cooper Kupp got away because of K1's absence, but that's okay. Hey. Fam, paint a picture on what you think is going to happen this weekend, and also give me your score. And yeah, we're going to record that. Hey, 4434, you're in Virginia. Hello.
Hey, Nate Ronbo.
Hey, what is your name?
This is Pickle.
Wait a minute, did you say?
First time I got to call in, man, and tell you, I just want to say, hey, I love your show, man.
Thanks. What did you say your name was Pickle?
Tickle, like tickle a beautiful girl.
I love the analogy. Tickle, Tickle.
And I'm gonna be tickled. I'm gonna really be tickled Sunday when I'm watching Debo dragging Parsons down across that stall on Sunday.
Since he says he's all ready, yeah. Man.
First thing I just wanted to say, Ronbo, I just want to say thanks to them Hawks. Because you know what? This rivalry, me and you are old school from the early 80s. So we know this rivalry is kind of like Carolina and Duke, you know what I'm saying, in basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And thanks to the Hawks that put us in this game again Sunday, because I like to say our team is coming together. And the first team I want to give a beatdown is going to be the Cowboys, and then the Packers are going to get another beatdown. So that game against the Packers, that was hard to swallow, knowing George Kittle was your starting running back. Because I know if we would have had our running backs, that would have been a beatdown on them.
Hey, Tickle, did Debo miss that game?
We didn't have. Don't you remember? Mitchell was out. Hasty was out. Jeff Wilson was out, and Kittle and Juice, they was actually the running backs. Now the third string rookie, he got 30 yards, but he wasn't ready.
Mitchell did play in that game, but he wasn't quite ready. Did Mitchell play in that game? No. Third string. You talk about Trey. Trey
Sermon, yeah.
Sermon,
he was the only running back we had that night.
You're right. He was not.
So, we was basically one-dimensional in that game, and which still Jimmy G still got going the second half, and we really should have still won that game.
Hey, we had the lead with 30-something seconds to go. So, it's like Green Bay knows next time we play could be different.
We're going to chunk them, baby. I'm going to tell you now. But you know what? The biggest thing is that the stats I see on TV the other day, Rodgers is overrated. He's kind of like the modern-day Peyton Manning. He wins big in the regular season, but when he gets to the championship game, he chokes.
Did you say Prescott?
And how many conference championship games has Rodgers lost?
Well, Rodgers.
What he's won.
I got beat up on that conversation so badly once I stopped doing it. I've always wondered about that too. Without getting into a lot of detail, okay, if you're one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, why can't you get over that hump during the playoffs? He got beat by last year. He got beat by everybody's favorite name, Tom Brady, right? And there's been other times too. So, he is great, but I don't know if he might be a little overrated slightly.
Well, Brady should be the MVP, but, the media, how the media, it's kind of like right now the media is talking about, about Michael Irvin getting pass interference on Dion. Well, one thing the media doesn't talk about, how about that championship game in 92 on the very first play when Jerry Rice scored a touchdown and they called offensive pass interference on that championship game? They don't talk about that play.
And that was before they could replay or anything like that. So you had to live with the miserable decisions, and you knew they were wrong.
Well, and I'll tell you another one. That game that Sunday against the Rams, do you remember we had that sorry referee was in there that was the one that was the referee against when we played the Ravens in the Super Bowl? That was that very same referee. And every time he does our games, we get hosed every time.
He needs to be brought up on. He needs to be investigated. I'm tired of him. Him and never mind. Go ahead.
But I watched that game replay, and one thing I did notice, and everybody's on Jimmy's case about Sunday, but everybody forgets, man, it was out for almost 2 weeks, because we played that Thursday night. And then he comes back, he sat out that week, and then so basically he was a little bit rusty. And then it didn't help matters with McKivitz. And I watched the replay, man. McKivitz looked like he was out there in La La Land. I mean, that turnover when he fumbled the ball, Compton saved it. Compton saved that game when he recovered that. But McKivitz, you watch that replay, McKivitz, he had a blown assignment on that. And then I think he had another play.
Tickle, I watched that, and I said to myself, remember Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl when he had no starting offensive tackles? What did he look like? I don't know what people expect from Jimmy Garoppolo, but I do know this. He did overwhelm and overcome those odds to pull that game out. When you got three receivers that are working as hard as ours were and getting what they're done, don't give me this Jimmy Garoppolo sucks. When you look at the odds stacked against him as they were. You know what? Don't get started. All right, go ahead, Tickle.
Well, yeah, but here's the other thing. They talk about because he's not a first-round pick, he's not a media darling, and he's a second or later-round pick, so that's why they don't give him as much confidence. And it doesn't matter how good he plays. He could take us to the Super Bowl, and all the media is ever going to talk about, well, Debo did it.
I'm used to that already. Tickle.
And they don't give him no, but you know what? He had to make the throws in that last drive this past Sunday.
I know.
But he doesn't get no step for it.
Everybody's talking about everybody else but him. Hey, Tickle, you know what? Listen, let me get your score because we got to go. And what do you think is going to happen?
27-10. 27-10, 49.
All right.
Thank you, Ronbo. I enjoyed the show, man.
Thank you, Tickle. You know, we're gonna have a conversation after the game Sunday, as I'll be in your face at your place before the game, as you know. All right, Phil. Have a great night.
Actually, I probably won't be able to talk because I'm gonna be on blow a fuse after that game.
I know, right? I know it's gonna be crazy.
When we play the Cowboys, it's on like Donkey Kong. It ain't like a Hawks game or a Rams game. It's just a guess on one. You know what I mean?
So true. All right, Tickle. Great to meet you. Talk to you soon.
Ronbo.
All right, night. And 9:37. You're in Ohio. Hello. 937.
Hello.
Yes. And who is this?
Yes. This is Elijah. How you doing? How you doing, Ronbo?
Hey, doing great, Elijah. You know, we made it into the playoffs somehow.
Yeah. I just want to say, man, I've been following you since 2019, man. I watch your show every week. I watch the games with you every Sunday. I just want to say, man, you have a great show, man. I really like what you're doing, man.
Well, thanks, Elijah. Appreciate that, fam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Elijah, what do you think's coming up this weekend? I mean, how are we going to do, and what are you expecting?
Man, I think it's going to be a close game. I think a lot of people are, underrating our defense, and especially our cornerbacks, Avery Thomas and our other guy that we have on the other corner, Emmanuel Mosley. I think they big time, man. I think they're going to do really good in this game. I'm watching a lot of sportscasters, and they're saying they're going to get burnt and all this kind of stuff, and I just don't think it's going to happen. I don't see it happening. I think these guys are the real deal.
All right. Because Dak's going to be under siege most of this game. That offensive line is not legendary as it was a few years ago. And our defense has gotten something figured out in the last few weeks. Look at Arden Key. What's wrong with him? That dude has lost his mind out there. And you got to give Nick that kind of help. Whoa, we got something going on now.
Right. Do you think we keep Arden Key next year? I know he's on a one-year deal, and I know next year, do you think he's one of the pieces that we need to keep?
It's going to be a priority thing, and the 49ers have got to sign DJ Jones. It's definitely a must. Who else is on a one-year contract? I don't know.
I think it's hurt a lot, though.
Yeah,
DJ Jones gets hurt a lot, though. You don't think?
Well, he does get hurt, but the thing is, you when he's in, oh my God, that defense goes up to the next level. You got to stay with him if you can, because football is about lucky if you can stay on the field and otherwise, right? Because everybody's susceptible.
Right. Yeah, so that's what I want to ask you. Where's Kinlaw at? Didn't we pick Kinlaw that year in the draft over CeeDee Lamb?
And everybody had a wide receiver crush, and many others. Remember? Yeah. But if he's healthy,
I can't say that.
Well, the thing is, if he's healthy, Kinlaw can be. I don't know how about his knee. Is it going to be okay when he comes back? But that big monster, if we can get him healthy, this defense goes to the next level too. Can you imagine that?
I know.
Damn,
I can. And then also I wanted to say this team. I know a lot of people are saying that we're going to win, but this team right now is better than our record because you got to look at it. That Seattle game, the last game, we should have won. That fake punt caught us off guard, and at the end of the game, they had pass interference. It should have been called. That's a game that should be a W. And then
Cardinals.
also that Green Bay game.
Yeah,
No. The Seahawks. That's what I meant to say. Did I say Carl? I meant Seahawks. The Seahawks game that we played, we should have won that game.
Detroit versus everybody.
That's if you didn't know, that's Don Burr. He's got his feelings butt hurt.
Oh yeah,
over,
I hear. I told you, I watch every one of your shows. I always hear that guy, so I already know who he is.
He's comedy
But
relief.
I just wanted to say, yeah. But I'm just saying, like 2 games in the season that we should have won, and that last Seattle game that game should have been won, and that Green Bay game. We're better than Green Bay. We should have won that Green Bay game. So I'm just saying, like, this team is a lot better than a lot of people are even thinking.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But my score prediction is going to be 24-17.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like our defense gets it done. Our corners get it done and everything. So.
Yeah, you know what? It's just about avoiding those turnovers because Dallas is supposedly good at that. But again, this is the thing, fam. We don't. You look at who they've played against, Elijah, and of course they're going to get a lot of turnovers. The Giants and the Washington football team aren't going to put up any real struggle.
Yeah.
And some of the other teams, when they did go up against, when they did go up against a tough team the first time, they got their butts handed to them from. And by the way, Emilio, the Broncos did beat them, and it wasn't even the score did not indicate the domination that the Broncos had over the Cowboys. Granted, Dak was back from an injury, but still, they're supposed to be all that.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I know. Like a lot of my family are Dallas Cowboys fans, so it's going to get crazy. But I ain't gonna hold you up too much. I know you got more callers coming through, and I just want to say, this is my first time ever calling in. I just want to say I really enjoy your show, man, and keep it up, man. I watch the game with you every Sunday.
Thanks, Elijah. I'll be thinking about you while I'm hollering and screaming too. All right, fam. Let's talk later.
Sir. All right, have a good one, Ronbo.
You too. Thanks, Elijah.
Oh, yeah.
And let's go check out Nigel.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo? How you doing, man?
Nigel, I'm nervous, because you no matter what, you got to be nervous. It's unhuman to sit here and think too confidently, because I don't know what could happen. The ref could pass out and the lights go out like they did against Super Bowl against the Ravens. You never know what's going to happen. There's so many variables that have nothing to do with football. The refs could be on drugs, like they often are when they're doing our games. So but let me stop. How you feeling? What do you think's going to happen here?
Yeah, I'm with you, Ronbo. I'm like, oh man, like I'm confident in our team, but it's going to be a tough game, man. We're going to Dallas, and there's a lot of people that want Dallas to win, and we hope the refs don't have anything to do with it. But yeah, those are my concerns there. But I've been looking at a lot of videos, especially on YouTube and stuff, and seeing I think for me, it feels like 50-50 with the media as far as some people choosing the 49ers and some of the Cowboys to win it. But if you look on the comment sections, there's a lot of Cowboys fans and just social media in general.
Yeah.
They feel disrespected, like everybody should be choosing the Cowboys over us. But
it's America's team, Nigel.
Well,
you got a lot of Americans out there that love the Cowboys. I run into them. You run into them all the time. You got a family of folks that are giving you grief, right? We're all in company with. Everybody knows a Cowboy, and if you're in the West Coast, you got to deal with Raider fans as well. It's not a pleasant situation to be in.
But it's like these people, the Cowboys fans are like, they want all this respect and stuff, and they feel disrespected because people are choosing the 49ers and saying we're a tough team and stuff. Here's my thing. A lot of the guys on our team have actually gone to the Super Bowl in the last couple of years. Mm-hmm. So they have the experience where the last 11 games were 8-3. Mm-hmm. We beat teams that are in the playoffs, 3 different teams in the playoffs now.
Nigel,
I
when you
think
argue with them, bring that up and say, listen, the 49ers are the better team in the last 11 weeks. So if you're getting disrespected, you have no legitimate reason to be feeling that way. Look at the numbers.
I feel like the Cowboys are a little overrated, to be honest with you. I think they're going to be a tough matchup, but I feel like they're a little bit overrated, especially beating up on their division, which is, I mean, they have the Washington football team and the Giants. I mean, that's 4 easy wins right there. So anyway, I'm not going to say that they're not a formidable team to go up against, but
give them their due,
I think
that's
that
that's
about it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, don't dog on the 49ers because there's people choosing them, because we've been there. You know what I'm saying? We're half a quarter away from beating the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying?
They think they're royalty when they've got no more Lombardis than we do. So I don't know who they think they are. That is amazing.
Me neither. I'm like, forget them. But anyway, Ronbo, I hope that I think the offensive line and defensive line on our team, they're going to have to show out. They're going to have to give Jimmy some time back there so he can do his thing, and for the run game as well. And I think they will. But everybody's getting healthy at the right time. We're peaking at the right time, and I'm feeling confident, although I'm anxious about it because it is the playoffs and anything can happen. But I think we can pull it off, Ronbo. And I was watching a bunch of different stuff, and they were saying anytime the Cowboys and the 49ers have met in the playoffs, whoever won that game usually went on to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
so,
I read that.
Yeah.
I always get this weird feeling when I read things like that. But yeah, I'll accept it.
Yeah. I think, Ronbo, I'll make a prediction, Ronbo. I think if we win this game, I think we're going to win the Super Bowl, man. I really do. I think it's going to be an epic run to the Super Bowl if we win, and I'll have all the confidence in the world because I think this will be the toughest challenge because we're going into this game and the Cowboys believe in themselves. Our backs are against the wall, and we're just peaking at the right time. We're looking good, man. So
there's the key word right there. Right, Cowboys are on a slide. 49ers are peaking. It looks good.
Yes, sir. So our offensive, defensive line, I hope they show out, and if they do, I think we can take this game, Ronbo. I really do. Yes,
there you
sir.
go.
So
27. We got. You say 27. What did you say, Nigel? Your score was?
I didn't give the score yet.
Oh, okay. You can give WL. You don't have to give numbers. Okay, go ahead.
Well, actually, I do have a score. I wanted to put out there. I think we're going to win 30-21.
Okay. There you go.
Definitely.
All right, Nigel, 30-21.
All right, man.
We'll see you. We'll see you
thanks
Sunday
for taking
to
my
see if
call,
we're right.
man.
It's always a pleasure, Nigel.
Yes, sir.
Have a great night.
All right, I'll see you Sunday. Yep.
All right, looking
Talk
forward.
To you too. Bye.
Guerrero. He said, Ronbo, mi amigo. My score is 28-16. Cowgirls would have Joe Montana's number. Go Niners. That's all they need is 16. And Big Boy Louise says, put me down for 31-24 Niners. Hey, with 2 garbage time TDs by Dak, we're going to take it to these boys and make Jerry Jones. Don't you love when that camera pans up in the booth and Jerry Jones up there with his jaws all tight, looking all pissed off. Hey, Casey.
Hey, Ronbo, how are you?
I can't wait for Monday, and hopefully it's Victory Monday. But yeah, like getting on a roller coaster ride. Don't know nothing about it, but yeah, let's go. Casey, how about you, man? What are you feeling? What are you thinking?
I think they're good, man. I think they're going to walk in there and I think they're going to shock the world, man. They're battle tested, and I think they've got D'Amico getting better every game. They got Kyle getting better every game right now. They got Debo getting better every game.
Actually, that's true, isn't it?
And,
They seem to be getting better.
I'd like to
and
see,
better, offensively, in
yeah,
particular.
and I'd like to see Kyle really dig deep into the playbook and, show us something like Trey throwing a pass to Jimmy or something crazy.
Well, you probably are going to see something unusual because Kyle does reserve certain things to do in these kind of situations. Maybe.
Yeah. And they got Jeff Wilson, right?
Oh yeah, you would never know it by the way Kyle uses, but yes, nothing wrong with Jeff.
Yeah. So I think they're going to be fine.
Yeah, because this is
My final score is a little different than yours. I think it's 26-18.
all right. There's a whole lot of numbers difference. Give him one more and take away one of mine. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's gonna be crazy though. From the first quarter, I just hope Kyle doesn't come out there doing his feeling out process because you know how we start off slow, seemingly almost every week in the last 2 or 3 games. Kyle, come out guns blazing. Just don't wait. You've had too much time to study these guys. Beat them up.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Jimmy does.
Yeah, in these big games like this, if Kyle gives him the ball, I'm kind of confident in him. Because against the
must
big
be
games when
feeling
Kyle
okay,
did give him the
so.
ball, he seemed to deliver nicely. So we'll see.
I saw that Bosa got snubbed from the All-Pro team. I thought, oh, well, he's getting screwed on the field. He's getting screwed off the field,
I
isn't
know,
he?
right? Wow.
This guy, he had the most tackles for losses and the most double teams this year. And
Got to have most pressures. He's got to be right up there. So I don't really know what they gauge that stuff on. It's you heard about what they gauge it on, but then you say Bosa didn't. He's not an All-Pro. How is he not an All-Pro? No.
Anyway, but man, like the last caller said, they got some playoff experience now under their belt, and I really think that punt just it forged Kyle into the coach that he's supposed to become, and I think we got it. I think that was kind of like getting the monkey off his back a little bit.
Yeah, and maybe you would think, learning from those experiences, he can make some adjustments to even become a little better. And he's a smart guy, really. I mean, he should be able to do that. So we should see something entertaining and special this particular weekend. Yeah. And the 49ers are dialed in. If you watch that press conference, those guys they are so ready. So we're gonna get a game no matter what. So Casey.
Yeah, I mean, I got no idea what to expect though. I mean, it's a playoff game. It's gonna be tight.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of 49er fans, just like, Matt Stafford's wife is pleading with people to not sell their tickets. Rams said, please don't sell your tickets to Cardinals fans. And I'm laughing because, is that what you think happened? The 49ers travel well. And in Texas, the Texas Niner chapter, they're going to be there. It won't be the first time. So, we're going to find out about that home field advantage.
Hey, well, speaking of home field advantage, man, I hope the Rams somehow make it to the NFC Championship and not get to take over SoFi again. But I think the Cardinals are going to win that game.
I do too.
Yeah. I don't think they've recovered yet. I don't think they've,
And they've lost a couple of key players too. I think their secondary. There's a couple of guys out. They brought in Eric Weddle. Retired. Weddle left 3 years ago? So
Well, Ronbo, I saw this. I was watching the Shannon and Skip, and Skip said something like he said something like, I would take Jared Goff over Matthew Stafford in a playoff game, and I just thought, well, that's how bad it was, Ronbo. That's what the 49ers did to him, man.
No, Stafford gets way
I just
too
thought
much
to myself,
love.
though.
Yeah.
But you know what I thought, Ronbo? I thought to myself, has Matthew Stafford ever had a playoff game before?
No. As a matter of fact,
I don't
think they
so.
went once and got excused.
Yeah.
But, we're going to find out.
I don't think
it's going to be interesting. We're not Rams spend all that money and effort.
Going far. Yeah. All I know is the Seahawks are watching on their couch. That's for sure.
Kids, we gotta go.
And Rudy, you better look out because Robert's gonna eat you, man. He's gonna start from the feet. All right.
Have a great night, Casey. Oh, good. And put something else in perspective. They beat Washington December 13th, which wasn't so long ago. They escaped 27-20 without their Pro Bowl edge rusher, right? The Saints, 27-17, another very defensive, roughhousing team. But again, the Saints didn't have their offensive weapons either, right? Raiders, 36, Cowboys, 33. See, these games that reflect a very clear fact. Omar Lopez, what's up? My man Ronbo put me down 31-14. Matters, of course. The Chiefs beat them 19-9, and the Chiefs, their defense has gotten a lot better this year.
The Cowboys.
That's what I'm talking about. Stephen Gass says, get me down 29-10. We just cannot start slow again. We got to come out and set the tone. And I agree with that. Stephen, thanks for that contribution, fam. Sharon, come on in, Sharon.
Hey, Ronbo.
Sharon, how you doing tonight? Oh, Sharon, by the way, say hello to Don Burr, because we all have sympathy for him. Remember, he's been with us since preseason, saying the same exact thing he's saying now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Sharon says hi, Don.
The guy.
Yeah. Hey, Sharon,
Right.
okay, what are your thoughts on this upcoming game?
I just want to beat the Cowboys so to shut up my brothers, but both of my brothers are saying they are worried about Debo. They don't want to have nothing to do with Debo. I started cracking up laughing.
You know,
So
I'm glad we don't have to put up with Debo.
they didn't want to play us in the first round.
That's what Michael Irvin said, too.
And I was listening to Stephen A. Smith, and he was talking about the Niners are going to go, real far, and he was putting it down. And I don't like Stephen A. Smith, but I was listening to what he had to say, but he was making some sense.
Yeah. Well, he's irritating, but entertaining.
Because he didn't like the Cowboys either.
At all.
So and it's like I was listening to another one saying the Niners are going to win over the Cowboys, even though they had the Cowboys being favored. But they're saying the Cowboys' run game is not that strong like our run game. They say Dak will be, if he's under pressure, he'll throw some interceptions and stuff like that. But they don't think Dak will have a chance against our running game and our defense, and with Armstead and Bosa and Arden Key, and so they were all different ones were just breaking it down. And I was like, y'all got a point.
Yeah. So it's a 3-point, and by the way, Sharon, 3 points means like Shannon Sharp said, that's a push. This is a pick 'em. You need 3 points.
So
you get that automatically by being home.
They may have them being favored because they're at home, but they
3
have
points.
us being the underdog. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to come out. I don't think it's going to be a slow start. I think we're going to come out and set the tone, be determined to win this game, go on to the next game, because this may be Jimmy's last with
Well,
us.
every game they play between now and the end of the season is a potential last game.
Yeah. So.
A lot of emotions in these games,
Yes,
and that's why the
it's going to be a
49ers are
lot of
fired up.
emotions.
Yeah.
I'm going to be nervous. I'm not going to be nervous, but I'm just going to be on my seat and I'm on the edge, like watching the clock. If we could tame the clock and tame the football on both sides and come out scoring first and put some points up first, I think we'll be fine. Because Dallas do have a way of giving up some points as well, too, as I've seen them play. So they do give up points sometimes on their defense.
Absolutely. They gave 25 up to the Cardinals just recently.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they did. And even and Washington even scored 20 points on them. Washington is lacking in offense.
Yeah.
Raiders put up 36
like
points.
everybody was saying, we're a physical team. Yeah, we're going to be physical, and that's what makes everybody fear us. They were saying this, like, nobody want to play us in the NFL
Not
because
first.
they fear us. So I'm like, well, that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
And they got to
I think
focus.
it's going to be a fight to the finish, but
Mm.
I think we're going to come out on top because I don't think their defense is all that like our defense is. I really don't, because their defense
No.
gives up points right off the bat.
Yeah. And if we're in the field for the first long drive and then you know that's going to be a sign of what the 49ers got planned. If it's effective, the Cowboys are going to be tired as hell
Right.
by the half.
So Dak is going to have a problem with Trent Williams, Eric Armstead, Arden Key, Nick Bosa, because Bosa's going to come after him.
Yeah. Oh, Sharon, did you see what Nick did? He went too far. Nick's got a recording. You know how Nick talks. We saw some things and they're definitely beatable. Nick!
Yeah, I saw
Nick,
that.
you're on camera. Oh, my. No. Don't
Nick
fire him up.
What he says.
Hey, and Sharon, Nick's probably a little pissed off about not getting the All-Pro bid. So they got a raging Nick coming in. Already says he can beat him. God.
Yeah, I think we got this. I think we're going to go on to the next, because everybody's saying we're going to go far, and that we have the weapons, because now that everybody's back and healthy, we're fully loaded. Let's go.
Yeah. Sharon, let's get those scores. We're going to see you Sunday. What do you got, you and Mom?
Okay. Mom says 24-17. It's going to be close. I'm going 28-24.
All right. There you go. You were right last week. I don't feel like going through a nail-biting game for 4 quarters, but Denise,
Ronbo, neither.
if we win, we'll get over that.
Right.
Okay. We missed it. You said
All right,
28-24,
Ronbo,
right?
have a
Yeah,
good night.
that's right. All right.
Yeah, 28-24. Mom's 24-17.
All right, Sharon. I tell you what, I can't wait to talk to you Sunday. You and Mom have a great night. And say hi to your brother for
You
me.
too, Ronbo.
That cowboy lover.
I will do that. All right, Ronbo. Good night. Let's go, Niners.
It's a good night. Christopher Hengler says, 49ers versus Cowboys, next chapter. Need to gain ground. They lead 4-2 in Super Bowl era in postseason. Love.
Dallas ain't shit.
Chris, thanks for that contribution. And let us go down to Papa Dragon. He's leader of the trio called Papa Dragon. Bam and boom. Pop, y'all could be a superhero team. I'm telling you right now. Talk to Disney. Get him, see if he can find y'all. Papa.
Detroit versus nobody. Because at the crib, chilling.
Season is over. I was going to tell him. I didn't want to hurt his feelings. Don, hang in there, man. I got to respect that. Boy, your team ain't poo-poo, and you still talking trash. Woo!
Oh, man. It's the long adage has always been, when you go on the road, take your running game and take your special teams. Last week, our special teams just came alive.
Bang, bang, Lions game.
Yes, bang,
they
bang, gang. So, I mean, everything's there. I mean, the whole situation, everything for them is there. Dallas, they beat up on that division, but then again, it's that division.
Everybody beats up on that division.
It's real hard to say, yeah, that division's terrible. They have had some good games. They've had some good wins. I think they're a good team. You look at each of the positions, you kind of line everything up. You want to give the quarterback edge to Dak. I get that. Yes, Jimmy G he's had 45 turnovers in his last 44 starts. I get that. But, we have 2 Jimmy G's on our team. We have bad Jimmy. We have good Jimmy. Clutch Jimmy. So, unfortunately.
Add that one too. Confused Jimmy.
If Jimmy G, if he could just add one play to his little bag of tricks, and that play is either throw the ball away or get down and play for the next down, he probably could cut those turnovers. He could probably cut those way down by at least 20-30%. So hopefully this game, he doesn't turn the ball over. Now, unfortunately, he likely will turn the ball over. But the key is, and everyone knows it, is running the ball. They run the ball just down their throat. I love their running game so much because they target people in the running game. Yeah, they got Kittle. He'll just come crashing to somebody just from the side. So will Juice. Everybody pulls. It's just an incredibly intricate running game. I love the fact that when Devo moves around, the whole defense has followed him. He's getting triple covered now, double covered, bracketed.
It doesn't help.
I love it. So they have, it does. They have a lot of options right now on a defense that is very opportunistic, that does score a lot, that creates a lot of turnovers. So obviously that's why we can't turn it over this week, because they could house some of those turnovers. We don't want anything to get housed on us. We just want long, slow drives, 9 runs in a row, throw with Devo, just everything. So my prediction for this game is that they will not get to the spread. I think that I really do think the spread, the Dallas will not cover the spread. It will be closer. I don't think it's going to go over 50. So because of that, I'm going to go 24-21 49ers. And again, it's going to be come from behind, because what seems to happen is that defenses, they get all excited in the first half. They throw everything but the kitchen sink at Shanahan. Then Shanahan figures out, okay, now I know exactly what you're doing. Now we're going to wear you down and get you tired and wear you down. And all of a sudden, they can't cover nothing. They can't cover Jimmy. Jimmy looks like a superstar. Those guys are tired. That's just the recipe for success. I just see it happening that way. It's going to be, watch. I guarantee you, Ronbo, you might want to go ahead and reserve a room in ICU right now. You will have at least 3 heart attacks in the first half. You're going to have a heart attack in the first half. And there's going to be a bunch of people on Twitter asking for, calling for Shanahan's job and Jimmy's job and everybody else's job. And in the second quarter, exactly, it's going to be like 16-3 and 17-3 or something like that, or 20-7 or something like that in the first half, and then by that time they'll be spent in the second half. And guess what? Ronbo's going to come back to life like Jason in the Friday the 13th movie.
You know what? I'm not doing that this time. I'm gonna stay poised. I'm gonna try not to believe what I see until in the third quarter, and then if it still looks like it's going south, but I'm gonna wait. The last week I did give up way too early.
Oh no! You gotta watch. You gotta be like George Seifert when you watch it. Just put the sunglasses on.
Yeah. Oh, hey, I got some.
Don't make an expression.
That's an idea.
Don't you? Get some sunglasses. Look like an agent from The Matrix. To sit there and look at the screen like nothing's happening. No, but now I'm kidding. Now when they score touchdowns, you do got to do your thing. Okay, that's it.
And then go back into stoic mode. I got you, Bob.
Exactly.
We're gonna go. I love it. Great analysis.
Don't worry, brother. We got it, brother.
We're looking for you.
We got it, brother.
Bam and boom Sunday. All right.
I hope. I hope so. But we're looking forward to it, man.
All
Let's
right.
go. All day. Oh, one more thing, Ronbo. Please like this video and subscribe and donate to Ronbo Sport.
Thanks, Bob. You were awesome. Have a great night, fam.
All right, brother.
There he goes. Papa D. And David Coca says enchiladas and rellenos. Still, you gotta have one chimichanga. I don't mind the calories. It's okay. They still stand. Las Cruces, New Mexico. Faithful will be watching with my brother and sister Empire. One love, Oz. David, thank you so much, man. I tell you, man, I really appreciate hearing from you in New Mexico. Hey, and the 13th, 44-13 Niners. Big Bo finna smoke that Cowboy pack. Man, it's going to be something. I just want that camera to get fixated on Jerry Jones up in that glass booth, looking, and you can see his teeth when he's talking. I pay a lot of money to watch what's going on down there right now. And y'all know I ain't happy You know, it's a hush when I'm talking. Now listen, I want Zach and I want Dak both in my office after this game. I don't care what they got to say. If I have to come and find them, they gonna be unhappy. You know, Jerry Jones, I don't know what he thinks this is. Donut, Tanisha, come on in.
Who is the man who has a show 4 days a week with one plan?
Ronbo Sports.
Yeah. What's up, Rob?
Look at them. They just get more adorable every time. I mean, you know what's happening? Tanisha, Donut, man, we're going to play them Cowboys. And that feeling kind of went away, right? Over the years, the Cowboys ain't been poo-poo. And when we were doing all right, not doing all right, the Cowboys was doing a little bit better. And, you know, you get over it, right? And then all of a sudden, we got to play them. I'm mad as hell. I'm just thinking about them now. Boy, here they come. Let's go. What are you thinking?
Hey, we agree one more time. But you know what, though? Me personally, I'm not really worried about the Cowboys right now because we have more firepower than we ever think of against them. They got a good, you know, front, a couple of guys, you know what I'm saying, but not full rotation like we do. As far as the linebackers, ours is more stable. And I'm going to give confidence to our defensive backs because as long as we got your boy Tart and our main man, Jimmy Ward,
yes,
E-Man is there, and the rookie is just so good. If K1 is starting, we're going to be okay, brother. What you think, Tanisha?
They just ain't ready for us. Bang, bang, 9-10, baby. They ain't ready.
Yes. I love the way she says that. And she's so right. Because we've watched, I'm looking down through who they played this year, and the teams that beat them, you know, you look at the Raiders and the Chiefs, they had a lot of trouble with the AFC West. And how come? And then you got the Cardinals. They don't like playing Western teams, apparently, do they?
No, they don't. And that's a beautiful thing. Because you know what, though? What a couple of callers said, you know, I do agree with them. And I was also listening to one of our fellow friends, also, Big Mike, Nothing But Niners, you know what I'm saying, just cast earlier. And everybody said the same thing. You know what I'm saying? If we could get some rush in, if we could just get a pinpoint, just get him to run around, Mr. Dak Prescott, we have a super chance, you know, because if he could plant a fire, that's one thing. But we have against Kyler Murray, against Russell Wilson, against, you know, even though we do our thing, we go down, but we still come out fight. I'm confident with our defense.
Because, you know, because the thing is with Dak, the only one thing I will give him credit for, though, is Dak can be under kind of crazy pressure sometimes. He'll still get the ball off. You know, if he was smart, and I don't know why he doesn't do it, Dak goes on 240 pounds from what I understand. If he would run more often, he'd be more difficult. But Dak stays there, and he still makes that shot. But that shot, often with his receivers, it works. Now, that is what we got to be ready for. Keep him in that pocket, don't let him dance, and then slam his big butt down. And like Nick Bosa says, he's kind of difficult. He's kind of hard to bring down. But then Nick says, Nick is so cool. You can tell Nick is like so hardcore. And he's got that inner gangster in him, you know? Very soft-spoken, but scary, dangerous. You know?
Oh, yeah. And that's silent but deadly. That's what we like it, brother. That's the way we like it. Like, you know, but as far as offense, I'm confident Jimmy G is going to handle his business. Yeah. We have way too many more weapons than the Cowboys do, if you think about it. Because the most thing that they're not bringing up is our Swiss Army knife, Mr. Kyle Juszczyk. You know, you can't shut too many of us down. You can double up on Debo, everybody else is going to be open. If you want to run the ball, let's run the ball. We got Juszczyk, that's going to do his thing as far as blocking and as far as catching up, you know, from the back. You know what I'm saying? So I like what Debo said earlier. He's not a wide receiver. He's a wide back.
Wide back, right? You like that. You know, because I'm looking for them. If they can run, we had 3 guys that had over 90 yards. That's the first time in 49ers history that they've had 3 wide receivers do that. We've had some great wide receivers. if the 49ers could run, look for that to happen again. Why? Because now you got Jawan Jennings sneaking around, and you know Debo's going to get his, and Ayuk has matured quickly. Now you have 3 solid, legitimate wide receivers, and you got Kittle, who probably is going to play a little bit more offensively this week, more than so. He's going to block, but I think he's going to be a part of the offensive attack as well.
He's going to be you know, like they call him Joker. He's going to be that good Joker.
That Joker card, yeah.
Ding, and scare you. Yeah, he's going to be that. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be. I think he's going to be the X factor. You know, it's not probably not as big as Debo, but he's going to be a true reason why we win this game because we haven't utilized him much the last couple of weeks.
We're going to sneak him in.
It's going to take over.
There you go. Fam, we go. I tell you what, Donut, you and Tanisha, what y'all got for a score?
We're going to hold it down, and we're going to say it's going to be 31-10. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to run it. We're going to throw it. But we're going to hold. They're going to sneak a touchdown in, and they're going to get a field goal in. But that's all I'm going to give them, Ronbo. That's all we're going to do.
Oh, look at Donut and Tanisha being stingy. I love it.
Oh yeah, and we want to let you know we had Ace of Ribs tonight, so yeah, so we got the Texas in our belly. You know, we use I put my secret touch and my secret dry rub on it. Finish it off with this nice sweet baby Ray salt, and the kids love the sweet baby.
Tell you what, I hope you all got ready to barbecue for Sunday too.
Yeah, so good.
I believe
we're
it
going
too.
to holler at you Sunday, Mr. Ronbo. Right. We know you got to get up out of here, but we love you, brother.
Love you, Ronbo.
I love you, Donut. Tanisha, back at y'all. You know this. Look forward to talking to you Sunday. All right.
Yes, indeed.
Go Faithful and go Niners.
Go Niners.
Night, y'all. And I saw something up here earlier with, there it is. Mr. Black Ice says 28-20, my Niners. Get our running backs involved in the passing game. Oh, yeah. My receiver squad will destroy the Cow Duds due to all of the weapons we have and go Niners. It's all about confusion. You know, the Cowboys, you just got to get them, because we saw a lot of that against the Rams. You saw Jawan Jennings standing there by himself. You saw Debo perfectly set up for a shot. You know, these are things that the 49ers have matured over the season, and I think this is going to be the culmination of an entire year's work of this particular game. Hopefully not a peak, though, because we want to get past the Cowboys in the next round and still have some juice left. Hey, Norm, let me ask you, what time is it?
It's time for us to prepare for another day where we can say it's Niners all day.
Norm, and I believe in that. I need a T-shirt like that one. Actually, we need a T-shirt that George Kittle stole out of Debo's locker.
Yeah,
George Kittle is a comedian.
I like the attitude that these guys have. Yo, this is gonna be a nice one, man. I like how everybody's attitude and shaped up, and everybody's healthy again, right? We getting everybody back. Well, not everybody, but we getting a lot of
there's only question.
Players.
Yeah, everybody's potentially can play this weekend.
Well,
nobody wants to miss this.
To see that Trent Williams. It's good to see that Trent Williams is ready to play. You know, and he's expected to play. And we're going to need that. You know, that's going to be nice to complement our run game. It's the Cowboys defense. Like, they're a good defense. And, you know, I mean, they're not, like, infallible or nothing. They're not like, you can still bust down some plays. You can bust down. You can do some play action that just tear their socks off. But I'm thinking more like, man, Jimmy D can probably only throw like 8 passes in this whole game, bro.
You know,
8 passes, bro. Just like he did in Green Bay.
But you know,
in the NFC Championship.
But with Trent Williams over there on the left side, I got a feeling he's going to throw more than 8 times. I look for Jimmy to throw 20. Remember, last week against the Rams defense, I mean, Jalen Ramsey and all, 3 guys, 90-plus yards. Now, granted, they did that, but somebody had to get the ball to him. I think we're ready for prime time play. I mean a diverse attack.
I don't think the world is ready for Elijah Mitchell.
And let Jeffrey have some burn, Kyle, because I don't want Mitchell. I want to save Mitchell for the entire playoffs, not just one game. You know, he works him to death. But okay, if it's effective, but it scares me.
It does, but I see some drives together that I just expected Ronbo. Just expect the whole drive where they don't do nothing but just run the ball down their throat.
Yeah, no, you got to
running outside edges, running
Yeah.
around the edges, get people the rock, give Juice the rock. You know what I'm saying? And just even Jimmy G might run the football. You never know.
I hope not. That hand will not take a hit.
He might get 2 touchdowns this game. One off the grass and one on his ass. But I expect this to be just like that. This is a good game though because I know our defense is gonna be able to show the world how good they are against teams that are ranked in high caliber and offenses. I know Dallas did they thing against the,
Eagles.
Look at
Don't pay that no mind. No, did you take that seriously?
The Niners were in their division. They beat 13-3, 13-4. Come on, stop playing with us, man. Look, it's one thing to be third place in your division, but you're still in the playoffs. That's crazy. And the fact that your own guy is I don't know about this one. I don't know about it either. I'm a Niners fan. I'm confident in that these Niners can go up against any team in this playoffs. They want all the smoke. That everybody was when the Rams lost that game, everybody was mad at the Rams. You only had one job. It's all right. Y'all gonna feel this. Y'all gonna feel every piece. I'm ready for it, and it starts this Sunday. I'm gonna be at work, so I ain't even gonna see how the stadium gonna look. That's gonna be the best part. That's gonna be the best part for me is how the stadium.
You get to look back
you
on
ever
it.
Peel off a Band-Aid? You ever peel off a Band-Aid? Because they try to do a whiteout over at Dallas. You ever peel back a Band-Aid, and after you get cut, you get out and get in the shower, it peels off. That's
you get that skin's not the same color. Yeah.
Yeah. So all the faithfuls out there, we live direct out there. So that's gonna be lovely. So shout out to y'all for going out there and just really holding us down. The fans, I love y'all for this. I love y'all for this. It's gonna be lovely. Just for that, it's gonna feel like a home game for the Niners.
Well, it did in L.A.
More so?
No, what do you got for a score?
I got a score. I'm gonna go with 34-24. I'm gonna go with 34-24. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. 34-24. That's it. Niners.
We got you. All right. So Norm, I hope you're right. I don't care about any Cowboy scores as long as we got the biggest number. That's all I care. If we win by 1 point, it'll even add more sweetness to it. But yeah.
I have one more. I got one more prediction. They get that 10-point lead early in the game, and they never come back. And Jerry Jones just leave out the suite. Just imagine that. Imagine Jerry Jones getting out, walking out the skybox.
And the camera's going to be on him, too. They keep the camera up there. Yeah. It's the Jerry cam. All right, Norm.
All right, John, that's all I got to say. And it's Niners all day. Shout out to Ronbo Sports, man. Let's do it.
Thanks, fam.
We'll see you on Sunday.
Looking forward to it, Norm. There he goes. And let's get on over to it's ice, baby. Too cold. Ice, get in here.
What up, dog?
Oh, man, you guys, we standing here waiting, man. We waiting for
Say
this
it
clock
again,
to
baby.
Ronbo Sports.
Who is that?
You heard that. You heard that from my daughter. You heard what she said, right?
That's right. She made her debut appearance last time. That's right.
That's right. Give it to her one more time, baby.
Thank you, little lady.
That's right. She got love for you, baby.
Oh, thanks.
Man, listen. You know what? I'm gonna drop on 2 key points really quick. Really quick.
Okay.
Number one, first key point. The first game of the season Cowboys played, they played the Buccaneers. Dak had to throw the ball 60 times in that game. Now, he did that against a subpar defense that wasn't all that great, right? Now, if he has to throw the ball 30 to 40 times in a game against us, he's gonna get hit. He's gonna get hit. If he gets a chance to throw the ball that much in the first place. Because we got ball control, right? And we had the ball most of the time. He's not going to be able to pass the ball that much.
That's what I was going to say. He ain't going to be time for him to get 60 shots in. Yeah.
Exactly. So if you look at the whole situation, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, I mean, I'm not worried because, number one, I don't think the Cowboys that good anyway. I don't think that much of a threat because, number one, the reason why I say that is because the media's blowing it up more than what it is. Yeah. And that team goes as Dak Prescott goes. That's how that bottom line, how that team is built. That's how how it is. If Dak is doing good, the team does well. They don't have, to me, wide receivers that I can say, or even Pro Bowl, or even game-breaking receivers that people sit back and be like, okay, this dude's a threat, like a D Hop or Stephon Diggs, anybody, those type of guys.
Yeah,
they're not like Amari Cooper is good, but he's not great.
He disappears though. He does an invisibility act a lot, and you forgot he's on the team. Yeah, it's C.D. Lamb that's dangerous.
He's good. He's good, but he can get shut down. Okay, because this team is all about speed. They don't have and another part I want to touch down on too is this. Mike Tyson made the perfect analogy. The game plan sounds good till you get punched in the mouth.
Yeah. We do have to do something about Micah. What's his name? Michael what?
Micah Parsons?
Yeah,
I'm not worried about him either. He's a rookie.
Yeah.
Yes, he's a rookie. He's never been in a playoff game. You have to remember that. People keep forgetting that. Great, sure. Yeah. All right. He had a good season. He's doing good. But has he done played under the lights before? Playoff game is different from NFL. It's different from regular season.
Yeah, well, he's talking already, though. Involuntarily.
Yeah, he's talking already. Yeah. But let me ask you a question. When the last time you seen a rookie defensive rookie linebacker coming to the playoffs and shine? You ain't seen that since Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah, because usually a rookie linebacker usually is not on that kind of a team. You're right, though. Fred Warner could have been. Had we been to the playoffs his first year.
But think about it. When have you seen a rookie linebacker come in and be that game changer? Nah, I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah,
our experience is number one. That's the people forgetting. Our experience is a big thing today.
And Kyle Juszczyk, when he comes around that corner, thinking he's going to sneak in behind somebody, he's going to get bounced. The 49ers know where Mike is coming from. I know they're watching film.
Oh, they know where he comes from. Let me tell you, Kyle in his bag with these cats. Plus, they are soft as baby poo-poo, man. They're not a physical team. They've never been in no grind out games where they had to run the ball. They've never been in a defensive game where they had to be stout, and shut people down in the trenches. This game is going to be won and lost in the trenches, like I tell you every single game. Yep. When we are smacking people in the mouth in the trenches, offensive side of the ball, the defensive side of the ball, we win. And it's going to be the same formula again. They cannot handle the physicality of what this game is going to be.
As can be testified by the Cardinals, who beat them 25-22 on a Monday night just a couple of weeks ago.
And the Cardinals is a physical team too.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of the same way we are, and they just got J.J. Watt back.
Mm-hmm.
And then you look at another team, for example, that we should have won the game was against the Titans. They're physical too. That's why that game grinded out the same.
Yeah,
because they're a mirror of us.
I'd love to play them again on a regular week. Yeah, please give me that.
I know. I want to see them. No, you know what? I want to see them win the Super Bowl.
Yeah. What do you got for a score?
Score's gonna be 37-17 Niners.
All right.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm gonna tell you, Dak is gonna be on his wheels.
He better be.
These guys. I'm gonna tell you something, man. People gonna be shocked as crap. And one more thing.
Real quick, guys.
I watched Ray Lewis yesterday. Ray Lewis was on TV. I was on the Sports NFL Network, and he said, "Man, listen, that front seven is hunting. That he said this is the best defense in the playoffs.
Oh.
Y'all better put your I'm taking from Ray Lewis. Put your straps on. Put your chin straps on tight. Because we coming to get you.
Looking forward.
I'll see you Sunday night.
Looking forward. All right, fam.
Okay, give him to him one more time for the night, baby. Tell him.
Ronbo Sports. Welcome to life.
God, she's adorable. I love her already.
Iceman out.
All right, Ice. Y'all have a great night, too.
All right, well, love you.
Thanks, fam. There he goes. Dude, Ice. And baby girl Ice. Baby Ice. There you go. Hey, and Jack. You know, Jack.
Ronbo.
Jack, come on in, man, and explain to us what's going to happen this Sunday.
You know, I heard you was nervous, Ronbo. I heard you said you was nervous, man.
You know, because I don't want to lose no damn Cowboys. Jack, our lives will be. We can't go in certain places because them dudes, man. Tired of hearing it. I mean, but go ahead.
Yeah, I know. But you got to trust your eyes, Ronbo. You got to trust your eyes on this one, man. But you know what? I think we got to. You know, our team is such on a natural high right now. You got to remember, you know. We was what 2-5 in the season. You know, we came back and turned it around. You know, these guys. You know, we didn't even think we was gonna make the playoffs. Right?
I know I didn't. I was hoping, but I said I can't imagine.
You know, Faithfuls was talking about fire Kyle Shanahan. You know, it's time for him to go. You know, so
it got bad,
I think that's this. Yeah, we all got mad, but you know, I think this seals it off, and this shows how much great of a coach he is. You know, that staff is pretty good, Ronbo.
Yeah, that's why people
They're
try to pick it off.
You know, you know, I got a couple of things. You know, that I want to point out to the coaching staff. You know, I looked at the team. I didn't think we had a lot of COVID protocols this year. You know, that's one thing that I think stand out with this team. I don't know how we did it, but I don't think we had a lot of COVID situations
three
with
or
the team
four,
this year, which, you know,
most.
that's a blessing. Yeah, that's a
and just
blessing
recently too.
You know,
we did well all season.
Yeah, we did well all season. So big ups to the coaching staff. Also, you know, you know, K1 is back, Ronbo.
I know.
K1 is back, and I think that's going to be a big difference.
I'm glad he rested last week, especially since we won anyway. And he should be feeling real fresh this week and ready to go.
Yeah. You know, I was watching D'Amico, you know, on his press conference. You know, he was saying that, you know, every week, you know, they don't run this. You know, we run. They basically switch it up every weekend depending on the opponent and their weaknesses and everything.
In case he was watching film.
And
smart.
And I think that's awesome, Ronbo, because, you know, as an opponent, coming into your place, you don't know what they're going to bring on the defensive side. You know, these guys are different every week. Every week, you know, the Niners defense, they're doing something different every week.
So I'm glad
Cowboys
we got
their hands full.
A guy who's played at a high level coaching him. You know, D'Amico's mind, it's up there. It's out there. Love it.
Yeah, I love it, man. You know, and the thing is too, you know, these guys. I like what I think Jennings was saying after the game last week. You know, I seen the passion. I heard the passion in his voice. You know, these guys are ready. They love football. I think they love their coach and they believe in one of each other. And
yes,
I think, you know,
there it is.
That's chemistry. That's what we were looking for. That's chemistry, and I see it on the field, Ronbo. And I think that's what's gonna carry us through this playoff.
And fam, that's what I've been waiting for. I says, you know what? In 2019, we lacked maturity, important maturity. Now we get to 2021, that maturity is there. I'm thinking,
there, Ronbo.
Let's go, guys. You know each other.
It's there.
You've seen it all. Let's go.
There. And you know, when you look at these Super Bowl teams that win the Super Bowl, it always, to me, it's like a stardom thing. You know, how many stars does that team have? You know, and when you look at us, Ronbo, we have stars on both sides of the field, all over the field, Ronbo.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
it took a while for them to grow up.
We got playmakers all over the field. Yeah,
and Jack,
25 of our players was in that last Super Bowl.
See, and Jack, that's why when the Rams go out and they go buy some more people, and bring them in. See, that's why they're looking like ass and are probably leaving Monday night. See? It takes time to build a champion. You can't just go out and buy one. I'm loving
Nah, you
watching
can't
them.
buy one.
Yeah.
But I think we're gonna be all right, Rambo. Your worries should be buried, right along with the Cowboys on
I'm gonna relax. Especially after the first
yeah,
quarter.
you should be all right.
I'm even talking major trash.
Well, the thing is, Dallas, they lost. They really lost their dog. Gallup was the dog. I think they lost their wide receiver.
That's gonna hurt
Gallup
him.
was the dog.
Because if they can't run,
that's
and
gonna
they're
hurt
going to
them.
just do to us what they did to Tampa Bay, they got a surprise coming. Jack, we're going to run out of time, though. Let me get your score.
Man, this game's going to be really ugly, Rambo. I got 17-31.
All right.
Niners.
Indeed. That's a lot of points. I'll take that. All right. Jack, great to hear from you. Hey,
enjoy the game, Rambo. Get you a nice pizza on Sunday. It's going to be a good day.
Oh, double cheese. All right, Jack. Appreciate you, fam.
Yes. I hope you like stuffed crust.
I do, as a matter of fact. All right, fam. Talk to you shortly.
All right, Rambo.
Hey, Sid.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Sid, as you know, I'm a little concerned. As Jack just pointed out, I'm trying not to. It's not really good to be stressed for 48 hours. You know what I'm saying? But, it is what it is. How are you feeling about this, Sid? I mean, are you relaxed? Are you comfortable? Are you pretty much confident? Or you've got your own concerns? Talk to us.
I'm all over the place. So I don't want to talk too much about Week 18 because that's the past, but the grit and just the way they came out in that second half, it was really I was really proud of the way the team played. And I think my only concern is that I don't want them to be so emotionally drained from that big win that they come out with that big energy, but then they kind of, get so deflated because of what they're trying to do with the Rams. You know what I mean?
Well, the way they're talking, it sounds like they're pretty much dialed in. So, like Juice said, we've been talking about working hard to get here. Now, what are you going to do? So their mind is probably strong enough to get over a lapse like that, especially now, where it's really important. But if they beat the Cowboys, Jack, I'll be concerned. Especially if they beat them up, they may get overconfident, and that could be a problem. But go ahead.
So, honestly, the only thing I'm concerned about is CeeDee Lamb in particular, because he can get hot. He's streaky.
Yeah, he is.
And our secondary is still a liability. I know they've been playing better, but our front seven is the best in the league. Even before this playoff, our front seven is awesome. So I'm not even worried about that.
Mm-hmm.
They'll get pressure. I just don't want CeeDee Lamb to get loose because he could be a problem.
I know. I was just talking about him. Yeah. Who do you want to see guard him? Would you rather have Mosley? I've got this blind faith in Ambry Thomas. He's not going to get beat. He's going to be right on top of the play. What he does during the play, when the ball comes down. But if you think Ambry's not going to be around, he is. I like him. Where is this going? But go ahead.
I think Ambry has a better shot. I mean, Mosley. My only problem with Mosley too is I think he's been getting hurt a lot. So I think Ambry might have a better shot. He's been stepping it up big time.
He's got that speed. And when you see him track that ball at the end of the game, do you know how much was on the line? Sid, the game is on the line. He's not even you're guarding OBJ. You're still cool. He's just watching. Wow, he knows OBJ is. He's got that kind of speed. He's moving, watching the ball. Boom!
And that's the thing with CeeDee Lamb. He's streaky, so if you get in his head, and someone like Ambry, I think, can get in his head. So I think if he can take him out that way, sort of play mind games with him, have him drop a few passes, which CeeDee Lamb does. He drops a lot of passes. So I think that could play to our advantage. I do think we're going to get a nice pass rush, though. I mean, I don't think we're going to get to Dak every time, but that will help our secondary big time.
Big time.
Because if we get pressure on Dak, it lights out. So.
Can you? I want him moving around, trying to get out of that pocket because the heat's coming too hot, and I want his quarter. I mean, Nick has already said too much, so Nick owes us a big game. So I'm looking for Nick to be all over him.
Yeah, and the only thing I want is outside of Jimmy playing well as well on the offensive side, I want Debo not only to take them out. Like I want Debo to play like OBJ did like a few seasons ago, where he ran that like 70-yard reverse. That's what I want to see Debo do. I want to see Debo do that all game. I don't want him to catch a single pass. 200 yards rushing. That's what I want to see.
When you see him go into orbit, that orbit route he does, where he circles around behind JJ, then anything could happen. He could get dumped off to the side, and screens work for Debo too. You just got to get him around that corner, because Sid, when he turns around that corner, if they haven't got him before then, 10 yards for minimum. So,
yeah, but he can get it. Saying all that, though, I do think it's going to be closer than I think a lot of people think. And someone said it before, I think it's going to be 28-24. And regardless of how I'm feeling, this is easily the best game of the weekend. Not even close. This is the best game of the weekend. So I'm hyped. I'm hyped. I'm nervous. I'm confident. Yeah, it's going to be good, man. It's going to be good. But 28-24, I think Niners have a chance.
All right.
Definitely have a chance.
All right, Sid, I tell you what, I hope you're right, too. All right, fam. I tell you what, let's see you Sunday.
All right, man.
All right, have a great night. Appreciate you, Sid.
You too.
Yeah, man. I got to wait till we get to the game. I can't wait. We got to wait. I'm going to sleep again. Twice. And again about it. Niner! Mike, get in there.
Oh, there he is. What's going on, Ronbo? Read all about it. Extra. Forget all about it if you're a Cowboys fan on Monday, all right? What's going on, Ronbo?
I'm telling you right now, the more I love these conversations, Mike, because now it makes me feel better about our chances. When I get alone with my thoughts, I start thinking about the things that could go wrong. I don't want to think about that.
You know what? I'm just gonna say this. All right, forget about it. Let me just get this out of the way. Let's fucking go! Let's go! All right?
Yes.
Let's go, all you friggin' Cowboys fans. Listen here, Ronbo. My friggin' flight, I'm boarding a flight here in about...
Oh, that's right.
Gotta be over
that's
about
right. You're going to be
o'clock.
there.
All right, listen. I'm telling you right now, Ronbo, I'm excited, all right? I can't wait to be there. I can't wait to be in the atmosphere. I can't wait to be amongst all the faithful that's going to be there representing for the
There's
whole.
There's going to be a lot of them, too.
But for the squad, that's really, listen, we know what time it is, all right? I've looked over this game a lot. I know everyone's been talking, all right, Ronbo? Forget about it. Everyone's been talking about all the obvious stuff of us running the football and everything else.
True.
I just want to talk about a couple of things that are just flat out facts. And if you're a Cowboys fan, this might hurt your fucking feelings, all right? So, I'm sorry if you feel that way, but it's just the truth. The reality is this. They're tied for 31st for the easiest record. All right, Ronbo? For the easiest schedule. All right? And for those of you that don't know, that's 31st out of 32. All right? So they're tied for the second easiest schedule of the year this year. All right? They were undefeated in their division.
Ooh.
And when they played outside of their division, they were 6-5. And get this. They were 6-5, Ronbo, and they played mostly shit teams. The only playoff team that they beat, if I'm not mistaken, is the Patriots. That's it. And in that game, all right, the rookie did rookie shit, meaning Mac Jones. He blew a little bit out of their ass, all right? And even then, it took an overtime performance for them to eke that one out. But the reality is this. Whenever they played a good team, a winning football team, they lost. That's it, period. Point blank, they lost, all right? Most of the time, and when you look at their wins outside of their division, everyone knows the wins that they had in their division, all right, were dog shit, all right? Come on, we're talking about the Washington football team. Come on, Forget
That's
about it, all
without
right, Ronbo?
their primetime
The
edge rusher.
Philadelphia Eagles,
You know?
who I don't even know how they got in the playoffs by default, all right?
True.
And the New York friggin' Giants, so they haven't been a football team in almost a decade, all right? So here's the thing. I'm just looking at it for what it is. Their other wins outside of the division are against the Falcons, are against the Saints, are against the Panthers. A bunch of teams that aren't in the fucking playoffs, Ronbo.
Mm-hmm.
And they ain't seen the defense that they're gonna see come this Sunday. All right, they ain't seen a savage, beastly rotation of Nick Bosa and Fred Warner and Arden Key and DJ Jones and Eric Armstead and everyone else that's finna stick their friggin' shoe up Dak Prescott's ass. All right? And all the Cowboys, oh my God, I can hear Skip Bayless crying already because they're friggin' kicking to the miss a couple of kicks. All right? And everything that's been masked up there. Oh, they got the best offensive numbers. Well,
look how
if
they
we
got
had
it.
6 games against the Giants and the Eagles and the friggin' other bums, we'd have a lot of offensive records too.
You can build a resume, right? God, yes. Come on.
You know, forget about it, Ronbo. So the bottom line is this: I got all the confidence in the world in our team, Ronbo. I really do. And even though people have said about it and say, oh, we match up well, and everyone's kind of beat that to death, but that's the reality of it. That's the truth. We match up well against them. What we do well is what they don't do well on defense, all right? So forget about it, all right? So
Hey, Mike, because they hate people running on them.
All I'm trying to say is this.
You know? They really do.
Exactly. It's not a cocky thing. It's not an arrogant thing, Ronbo.
It's just the truth.
It's a reality thing.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
And that's it.
Mike, what are you looking at as a score then?
As a score, Ronbo, I'm going to say this. As a score, I'm going to go 30-20. 30-20. I say we win by 10, Ronbo. 30-20. We might be leading by a touchdown late in the game, and Robbie Gould puts it out of reach with another field goal and makes it a 10-point game with 2 minutes left or so on the clock. Forget about it, all right?
There you go. I love it. Mike, awesome
all
stuff.
Right, Ronbo. Hey, listen, I'm gonna try to see. You gotta let me know. What do I need? What I need? The AirPods or whatever. You just want me to call in
Mike, you need
from the game or what? What do you want me to do about that?
Hey, Mike, you know, if you got any old-fashioned earplugs, because the pods don't seem to work, transmission gets all screwed up. So if you got old-fashioned earphones, those are what you need. And Mike, are you on Twitter? Are you still on Twitter?
I am.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what, because I think I'm gonna have to go way down the list because we haven't talked in like a long time. I'd have to go down the list. Just say, Ronbo, here I am. It's me, Mike. I'm gonna go ahead and give you the information right there.
All right, don't worry, Ronbo. I have to pull it up. No worries. I'll get a hold of you. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. All right.
All right.
All right. Shout out to you. Shout out to production. Shout out to all the faithfuls out there. I love all of you. Be loud and proud wherever you're at. And let's ride this thing out. The Red Wave's coming to Texas, baby. You please believe it. All right? Forget about it, Ron. I'll talk with you later.
Have a great time, Mike. Don't hurt anybody.
All right,
I can't wait to
Ronbo.
talk to you. All right, fam. Have a great night. There goes Mike boarding the plane, and Texas don't want nothing to do with Mike. Hey, 409 is in Texas. Hello.
What's up, Ronbo? This is Anderson. What's the damn deal?
Anderson, man, we ain't talked in forever, fam. How you doing?
Oh, man, I'm good. I got some issues right now with a couple Cowboy bets, and we finna kick their ass, because you got to remember, when they still bringing up last season. Well, last season, all the stars that's back on the field, they wasn't in that game. Our team was hurt. Nick Mullins threw 2 interceptions. That's why we lost that game. But other than that, they were still struggling.
And also, like
and they
Dak
had
said,
all those people.
And like Dak said, yeah, well, you know, they're like us. They had a lot of injuries last year. Here's the thing, Anderson. Dak was out there piling up all them numbers. They didn't beat one team. Not once did they beat a team over 500 last year. This is why the Cowboys are actually suspect on a number of levels. So you know what? This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, that's gonna be very, very interesting. I'm loving it because see how they think we finna play. I don't think we're gonna necessarily play. They ready for the run. I think we might utilize Kittle and open their passing game on them because
That's not what they're
secondary
expecting.
sucks.
And the
So
bad
I'm
thing about it
saying,
is,
yeah,
Anderson,
it is.
the run game is so lethal that that's how you can threaten them. You know, y'all stacking the
Yeah,
box up. You need to get some more help over here. All right, go ahead. Y'all ready? Hut.
And the thing is,
right over top.
Biggs, yeah, you got 11 interceptions, but look how many yards you gave up, dude. Goddamn, you gave up 800 and some yards, man. Come on, man. That ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. We fit to destroy these people. Like it's like what they asked Clover Lane. What Clover Lane said. Pain. That's what it is. Pain. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm looking for Nick Bosa to get more than one sack. Arden Key, I like how he got Arden Key on the outside and Eric on the inside because that's how he needs to play. And let's Eric get some sacks and Arden Key get some sacks and that boy Jones gonna stop the rush and get a fumble.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying because these people are trash, man. They is trash. All these punk ass Cowboy fans in my neighborhood. I can walk around. I can walk around each and every one. They got a dude on. He got a nerve to have a Dallas Cowboy flag in a street behind me. I'm like, man, is you crazy, bro? You don't know me. I don't give a damn. Yeah, I done went to jail behind this shit before. I don't give a fuck.
See, because I'm sitting there thinking, in the middle of the night, as long as it's out on the grass and it can't set the house on fire, I can see going out there, take a cigarette lighter and light it under that flag and run back in the house and look out the window.
That's the plan. That's the plan.
Hey, Ronbo, I know you did this. I'm calling the police. You ain't got no proof. Go ahead.
and then our X Factor, because he what Jalen Hurd was supposed to be. Juwan Jennings. He's like, I'm looking at him like he's Crabtree, because he got big hands like Crabtree,
and he
got
open,
the size and he got the speed. He gonna catch the ball regardless. He gonna catch the ball. He big like a tight end, so he gonna catch that ball.
So now you got him and Kittle out there working that secondary. Let's see about the Cowboys.
Don't forget about Trent Sherfield now.
You know, he needs to be put in there on some
Muhammad,
plays.
And Sanu come in and just isolate the linebacker, knock him out. What's that? I can't think of that white dude name that played for that linebacker. It's good for them. Just knock him out the play.
Vander.
Yeah, Vander Esch. But then for Michael Parsons, here you go. Trey Lance gonna run him over and score a touchdown. And of course they gonna give him a flick. They gonna give Trey Lance a flag because Trey Lance look at him like, who you calling the bully, dude? And just looking down at him. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
And of course, yeah. But let's hope Bill Vinovich is not the referee.
Ooh.
And the C word, let's not mention that shit at all. Because see, this the thing. Cooper, he got fined because he didn't wear a mask or some shit at a basketball game. Now let's sit back and watch COVID eat them in the ass before the game.
You know, ignorant. I mean, anybody would take that chance right now. You know what? You brought up something I hadn't thought about. The one thing I didn't think about, the officiating crew. We had the wrong crew last week and just got away. You cannot have Bill Vinovich and his crew get in there. Okay.
Hell nah.
We'll see. I wish we knew now who's going to be there. I tell you what. Hey, Anderson, what score you got?
I ain't gonna never give it a score. I just want the dub. But if I was to give it a score,
WL is okay.
If I was to give it a score, I'd do an old score that surprised everybody when we did it. 55-10. Fuck it. 55-10.
I'll put you down for W or 55-10. Put you both down. Anderson, good to hear from you.
Yeah, but I just want the dub though.
Same here. Listen, I hope we got some time Sunday. Let's get together, all right?
All right, now.
All right, fam.
Shout out. Peace, Nanas. Love you.
Love you back, fam. Have a great night, Anderson. There's Anderson, man. Talk to
All
Anderson.
righty.
Yes. and it's down in Texas and during neighbors hanging. Can you see that cowboy flag hanging off the fountain? Hey, Edmund.
What's up, Ronbo?
Edmund, as we're getting ready to go into the valley, as that song goes, as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I do not want to lose. If we could play anybody, I'd be normally concerned. But to lose to the Cowboys is something I just can't even deal with that thought. But what do you think is going to happen?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you a slight history lesson on my history with the Cowboys. Okay.
All right.
My dad and my family, my entire family was Cowboys fans, and I've always been a 49ers fan. So back in the 90s, I was born in the 80s. So back in the 90s, I had to endure the two of three championship game losses, and I lost on a lot of fronts. Well, because of that, when it's your dad, it's different, right? So I grew to respect the Cowboys, even if I didn't like them. Well, obviously, from like I would say 97 all the way to current day, both franchises were up and down. Both franchises didn't make the playoffs. So
True.
Me and him would root for each other's team because we would be watching each other's team because our teams would be down. Like my team would be up, but his would be down and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
I say that to tell you this. I know Dak Prescott maybe better than I know Jimmy Garoppolo, even though he's from my team. I've watched over 50 of Dak Prescott's games starting with his rookie year because when they drafted him, I was a big Tony Romo fan. I think he's one of the most underrated quarterbacks that ever played the game. But when they replaced him, I was telling my dad, they're going to regret that decision. They're not going to win a playoff game. And sure enough, that's what happened. I'm going to tell you something, Ronbo, and I know Cowboys fans, if you're listening to this, you're not going to like this, but it's just the cold hard truth. Dak Prescott is the exact same quarterback he was his rookie year. He can see the field slightly better. That's about it. He's not a tight window thrower. He is a first 15 plays guy. After the first 15 plays, he goes through lulls. He's not that good. Against better teams and better competition, you see it this year. He's not that guy. Now, I know he's making $75 million this year, and I know the media hypes him like he's a franchise quarterback.
Yep.
But, Ronbo, I'm telling you, Dak Prescott's going to be a part of the reason we win this game. And here's one stat that proves that point. When Dak Prescott sees zone coverage, he's the sixth best quarterback in the NFL. When Dak Prescott sees man coverage, he has a 47% completion percentage for the year.
That means he has timing issues on
So
those
expect
shots.
the 49ers. Yeah, expect the 49ers because they're healthy on defense. Because we got Kwan and we got Mosley and we got Ambry. Expect them to play man coverage maybe a little bit more than they normally would because of that. I mean, if I know that stat, Ronbo, they know that.
So is D'Amico, exactly.
Right? So I like our chances. I just, at the end of the day, to me, we're the better team. I think, see, the difference between us and everybody else, Ronbo, is we can beat you in so many different ways. I think Dallas can only win if they play from in front. If you've seen it. Remember the Denver game? They were down 30-0 in the fourth quarter. And the final score was 30-16. So it's like, oh, they didn't lose by that. No, they got dominated in that game. They're
Denver just got tired of beating them and wanted to go home.
Right. Denver's like, all right, mercy, right? But I look at them and I see a team that their stats are not what the media says that they are. Like it says they're number one offense. It says they're number one in points scored. But when you look behind the layer and behind the curtain, I mean they have. It's not just the NFC East that's bad teams they played. I think one of your callers brought it out. I mean they played the Falcons. They went 1-3 against the AFC West, and the one win. Remember, the Chiefs held them to 9 points.
The Chiefs won.
That should tell you something. I mean, they're a team that they remind me so much of a mid-major in college football, where They beat up on all these bad teams. Everybody hypes them and says they should be in the playoffs. Then they get to the playoffs against better competition and get their ass beat.
Fam.
And that's what's going to happen Sunday.
Fam, he almost got outdueled by everybody's favorite. We don't want him. I mean, 35-29 against the Patriots in overtime. Dak, what happened? Yeah. 35-29.
Exactly.
That's why I say, okay, this is. They got the record of being this high offensive machine from the NFC least. Okay, if I was the Cowboys, I'd ask people just not to mention that, please. You're embarrassing us. So
right.
Well, Edmund, what score did I get for you though?
Oh, I got it 27-17.
27-17. Okay, because we're not.
Yeah, I like us to. I just think we're a better team. And like I said, Ronbo, last time I called in, I said it, a healthy 49ers defense, the world is about to see something special on Sunday because that's something that nobody's talking about. We're not talking about how great those our three linebackers, they're not liabilities. Like the Cowboys linebackers, Parsons is mainly a pass rusher. Okay, he can cover a little bit, but they don't have much of that. Vander Esch is pass.
And you know they're going to get exploited. And we got to go, fam. I really appreciate you getting here. I love that story about you and your dad. That's epic.
For sure.
All right, fam.
For sure.
I'll take you. If you got some time, see you Sunday, okay?
For sure.
All right. Good night, Edmund. And let's move on to Robert. Robert.
What's going on, Ronbo?
And Robert, we're sitting there, and Edmund just sort of everybody knows that the Cowboys' high-flying stats are kind of bogus. I mean, they're not as good.
Yeah, it's bogus. It's inflated. That's bogus. Yeah.
Stop talking about how they're the best offensive machine in the NFL.
Right.
That's God.
You put up, and really, the reason why they the best, they put up the most points is because when they played Philly didn't play their guys, and the Cowboys did, and the Cowboys ran the score.
50 points.
That's all they were. Yeah, you put 50 points on the team that was playing bad cooks.
And Robert, and they could have set Dak down. Dak was one more touchdown. He threw for 5 TDs. Ooh, Dak, why don't you tell Coach, it ain't necessary, Coach. I'm good. 3 is enough. Dak wouldn't get 5. Now he goes in the record book. See,
I honestly think they did that on purpose. I think they did that on purpose to make them look better than what they actually are. So when teams scout for them for the playoffs, it's like, okay, well, they're a high power, high offense, high energy team. They can score fast and things like this. But that's really not the case.
Robert, I hope they are that silly.
Like you said.
I hope they are that silly. Thinking nobody's going to check them out.
Yeah, it's really, we don't have professionals to really pay attention and really? You thought we were going to go for that? Okay. That's not even a good poker face.
Robert, what's the head coach's name again? The Dallas Cowboys?
I can't remember.
Anyway.
I can't remember his name.
One of the reasons why Rodgers... the thing is, one of the reasons why Rodgers never probably won a couple more championships than he probably should have, I think it's that head coach. And Rodgers had him fired, 2 years ago? Or was that last year? A year before last?
Yeah.
2 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So, they still got him running around. So, you know what?
I think
Mike McCarthy.
But I think it's going to be a good game. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good game because I think they're going to come out and play hard and I think they're going to make the same mistake that the Rams made. And that's the fact that everyone's calling them soft, basically. And they're going to come out over-aggressive. And that over-aggression is going to hurt them. It's going to put them in
Yep.
Yeah, they're going to put them in the wrong places on the field, and they're going to get beat. Michael Parsons is going to be trying to make a play.
Yeah.
And
getting called for unnecessary roughness. Hey, and it's going to be like rope-a-dope, Robert. The 49ers will stand there and take all the best punches and then come out in the second round and knock them out.
Ronbo, you just called it. That's what's going to happen. It will be the rope-a-dope. So I ain't that much worried about it. Hey, do their thing. We come to do ours, so I hope they ready.
The 49ers
but I got us. Oh
Good.
yeah, I got us a 10-point spread. I see us winning by 10.
Hey, you want put you down for plus 10? You got numbers? You want? Or we put down your plus 10.
Yeah, just put me down plus 10.
All right.
I think we get a field goal that like you said, Mike said, I think that field goal put them out of play. You know what I'm saying? So,
you know, and also, Robert, I question their mental strength because as I watched that game when they was getting abused by the Broncos and Fangio's excellent attack, the rookie was out there getting sacks, and then everybody else was they're sort of feeding on Dak, and the secondary didn't help him out. I'm thinking if you hurt their feelings early, they'll melt. From what I was watching during that game.
Oh yeah. They'll probably be fighting themselves, fighting each other and pushing each other around by halftime, going into halftime. They'll be arguing at each other and stuff, pointing fingers and stuff like that.
Have they been known to do that? I mean, we know the Rams do it because Jalen Ramsey gets mad at everybody when they're losing. Do the Cowboys have anybody like that?
I mean, I just see them. I see them as the NFC least Rams. That's who I see them as. The same team, pretty much. The same team. I mean,
oh God.
You know what we do to the Rams?
Yeah, and the Rams do too. So, you know, anytime you got, I'm the quarterback, and my wife is crying to the masses to please don't give your tickets to the Cardinals so my husband can hear the signals being called. Last week, he was on a silent count while Jimmy G, everybody in the city of Los Angeles could hear him calling signals.
Yeah. But
Ivy, please, it's okay. You're still in the playoffs.
Yeah, but I just wanted to, come and give my score. I ain't want to take up too much time, Ronbo.
All right, fam.
You know, we got
always appreciate it.
2 nights. I think I may go to sleep early the next couple of days. Like you used to do, like a kid at Christmas. Yep. Make the next day come fast.
Been right? I should do it all the time. Dudes in the bed 3 in the afternoon. You going to bed? Yeah, Christmas ain't there fast enough. It's Wednesday. Christmas ain't till Sunday.
I'm going to bed now, though.
There you go. Hey, Rob, I'll see you Sunday then with plenty of rest. All right.
Oh yeah. All right, y'all have a nice night.
You too.
Like and subscribe, man. We going to the top.
Yes. Thanks, Robert. Sleep tight.
Get 6.
All right.
All right.
Oh, God. Hey, Ellis. Yep. Oh, Barack O'Neill. Hey, in traffic, forgot toilet paper. Dallas sucks. Brock's always got great material. Brock, thanks for that contribution. And SG Sports Talk Channel says, hey, Ronbo, it wouldn't let me in the Zoom meeting. Uh-oh, how come? Maybe we may have shut it down at a certain point. After, because I think we're getting ready to sign off here shortly. Oh, fam. All right, Sunday, though. All right?
Yeah.
We'll get together. All right. Hey, Ellis.
Ron Bizzle.
Ellis, man, we're, like we do on Friday night, it's a group huddle and a group hug. Ellis, your projections into Sunday afternoon, which should have been flexed into Sunday night, the classic matchup since the 80s, and we got to wait for everybody else to play in the afternoon. I think it's the Cardinals and Rams, ain't it? Hey, is that Sunday? That's a Sunday nighter, right? Or is it a Monday night game this week? Anyway, I don't know how we didn't get flexed in the evening, but go ahead, Ellis.
Nobody cares.
I know.
Nobody cares about them. Anyway, 42-24. Straight out the gate.
Damn.
Since Dallas is so generous with the run, with allowing the other teams to run, even a third or fourth string Eagles team, we're gonna put up at least 200, if not 250 on the ground. I'm calling out 450 to 500 yards of offense, total between pass and running. And, I don't know. we're gonna do some. Look at this thing, just making all this racket. Anyway,
Ellis, you're talking like we're going to be resting the starters in the third quarter, into the third. Oh, boy, don't.
no, we're gonna run it up.
I'm gonna love it.
We're gonna run it up. We're gonna run it up just like they did on the Eagles. No time to be conservative. It's. I mean, we're gonna be playing a good team, but clearly looking at their looking at their schedule, who they played this year, they haven't played anybody, and we're going to be probably the best team they played all season.
Overtime against the Patriots, Mac Jones and all,
Yeah. Well, and I mean that's probably the best team they played until they played us this season.
Everybody else in the AFC whooped that ass. So,
Yeah, man, come on, 6-5. I mean, when you guys played teams with winning records, okay. So then you could just abuse and beat all the teams that you were supposed to. Congratulations.
That's why is Texas boy in here tonight? That's why he knows better to come in here.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Marketing pro. You in here talking about Jalen Ramsey? Jalen Ramsey been getting smoked all year long.
Yep.
He got knocked over by Debo a couple of times and then got up off the ground. Who's on the ground getting up and who's still on their feet? Okay, I wouldn't be excited. Those guys that got knocked on the ground and the ones that was on their feet. There's a reason for that, and so the guy that's getting up off the ground is not the one that should be doing all the talking. Okay,
I mean it just makes it more embarrassing. Everybody's watching you get mad because you got abused.
Yeah, we got a whole we got a whole 2 back rows full of seats. Why don't you go have a seat in all of those? Why don't you try and find a way to take all of those by yourself?
Marketing Pro's got the biggest cojones I've ever seen in my life. Really, he comes in here after we just beat him up a few days ago. He's still talking.
Yeah.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, I mean, he's got some Don Burr in his blood. You know what I mean? They might be cousins. You never know. It is what it is. But yeah, bro, I'm looking forward, man, to this game. It's been a long time coming, and I'm disappointed that they did Nick Bosa like that. They didn't even give him second team. They gave somebody with 8 sacks who only had 8 sacks second team, or did they give him first team? I think it was second team.
Who are you talking about?
That wasn't was it Crosby?
Oh,
didn't Crosby only have like 8 sacks or something on the year? But because he had some other kind of,
I didn't know that. I haven't looked at the whole thing yet.
Yeah. They really did Nick Bosa dirty. And he's been getting triple, quadruple teamed the last, 7 games. So I think that had a lot to do with it. If he would have still been making the noise he was earlier in the year, then they would have really had no choice. But if you just look at his numbers and what he's been doing and how, without having to put 2-3 guys on Nick, there's no surviving him. And even still, he was doing, great things with that. That's pretty.
Made the rest of the whole line look good.
That was a snub.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
And that
So
kind of
shout out
player's
to Nick,
impact,
man.
come on, man. Give him that all-pro. You know damn well.
At least give him comeback player of the year, at the least. You know what I mean? After getting this kind of treatment, and that defensive line is going to be coming after Dak. I don't know what they're going to do. I'm concerned about Micah Parsons and Diggs a little bit.
You have to.
But considering what I've been hearing about the run. Yeah. And Trey Lance ain't running over no Micah Parsons. Shout out to my man that had the confidence a few calls ago.
Oh, yeah.
But Trey's not running over Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons is coming with the heat.
And Trey's got to stop running over people and slide to begin with.
No, Trey got about 2 years before he can start trying to run people over. He got to really master that because this ain't college no more, baby.
Yeah. But
Ronbo.
Diggs. But you know what? Diggs is. You saw the stat on how many yards Diggs is yielding, though. It's kind of. I didn't know that.
He's letting big yards.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I said I'm a little bit concerned. I would be more concerned about Parsons than I would Diggs, but that just depends on how much we're letting it fly down the field.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Jimmy's going to make sure he looks off, Diggs and is using his eyes to throw off the defense so that he's not leading them up to what he's going to be doing with the ball. Because then they don't benefit. Then Diggs doesn't get any interceptions or turnovers and stuff like that.
Well, let's get that score because we got to go and see you Sunday. Oh, 42-24. We just got
already.
Okay. I guess we got. Okay.
Yeah,
we see you Sunday.
Straight out the gate.
And we go celebrate.
That's
right. I forgot about that huge score.
Yes, indeed.
I love it.
Yes, indeed, man. Yeah, man. Let's run it up. Run it up.
Make sure y'all run up them likes while you're at it, man. Make sure you run up those subscriptions. Shout out to the chat, man. All my Niners. This a family thing, man. So shout out to y'all. Peace and love. Shout out to Niner Mike, man. All the good guys. Everybody went out there, and peace and love, brother Ronbo. Shout out to production.
Thank you, Ellis.
And
make sure
get ready for it, man.
Give us a holler to the squad. Hope you got him with you this weekend. All right.
Yeah, me too. We'll see what happens.
All right.
Peace and love, family.
Peace and love, Ellis. Night.
Later.
And hey, Jamel.
Hey, Ronbo, can you hear me?
Jamel, I can hear you so loud and clear. Get in
here. Excellent. What's up, man?
The Cowboys. If this whooping, if we can just whoop the Cowboys, Jamel, this will last us for years. I mean, Texas boy will make visits on occasion, but nothing to be concerned about unless he's like marketing pro who can't get enough abuse. And some of the Hawks fans that are in the basement this year, these are people that used to have our number. And now they come in and pretty much do a loud chorus of laughter. So, I want Texas boy to be the next victim. Oh, so fitting, Oh, one at a time we got him, Jamel. One at a time. But, Jamel, what are you thinking about? What's going to happen this weekend?
I'm thinking that we're going to go in Arlington, Texas, and take care of business because they haven't faced a team that's going to go NPR. Of course, you're going to go beast mode in your own division.
Jamel, are you using Bluetooth?
No. I have regular earbuds.
Oh, okay, because your sound was inconsistent there. Okay, but it's okay now, right? Whatever you're doing right now, don't move from that. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. I had to get closer to the mic.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay, yeah. I think we're going to go in for the shocker because I know they are an offensive juggernaut, but still they ain't facing a team that is physical like we are, offense and defense.
Jamel, but let me ask you though. Knowing what we know, are they really an offensive juggernaut?
Not like the NFL says they are, but I think no, not really.
Yeah, I would put the Rams ahead of them as far as when you consider who they've played. I think a lot of teams will look like offensive juggernauts after playing some of the people they've played, especially within their division. There's no real threat in their division. The Eagles put up a little bit of a fight, but the highest points they scored this year was against the Eagles, while the Eagles were sitting down and allowing them to pad up their stats. Now, 50 points, the Cowboys were way out of line, and they're lucky they didn't injure somebody, which would have been justice. Pure justice had somebody got hurt while now we're out there clowning around with a team is not trying to even challenge you, and you ran that score up. What for? That was stupid. If I was the owner, I'd have words with that coach. But go ahead.
Yeah, and another thing about that, that the Cowboys were beating up on Eagles' backup.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
for what?
Right. Yeah. So you know what? This weekend I got us, and my score is 31 or 30-20. 30-20.
Wait. Did you say 31 or 30?
Let's go 31-20.
31-20. Okay. Stay close to that mic because you're going in and out again.
All right.
Well, Jamel, as a matter of fact, how many yards do you think we'll get on the ground? Is it going to be another Mitchell day? Is it going to be Debo losing his mind out there because he can't believe the holes and gaps he can run through? And could it be that Jeffrey Wilson comes in this week and gets more playing time due to coach realizing that it's not necessary to run Mitchell to death in order to keep him fresh for next week? Who's going to be the stud on the ground? And then let's talk about the passing attack because it's going to get, believe it or not, people don't know it, but that passing game's going to get started. What I seen at the end of last week, I have a feeling when you got that many studs now receiving, there's no babies out there, no more rookies. They can hurt you. I see a diverse, balanced attack at some point. But go ahead. What do you think about the run game first, though?
I'm thinking Kyle is going to use everything at his disposal, passing and running. I think Mitchell Wilson's going to get some. Our tight end's going to get some. Kittle going to get some. Twilly's going to get some. Defensively, we got the pass rush.
Oh, yeah.
And hey, Ambry, like I said, Ambry, and we talked about Ambry. I said, and why? I said, boy, he growing up already. His confidence getting better. Or he said his confidence. He said, I have arrived. You did too.
He's right.
He said that during his. He said that. He said, "Yep." He said, "When I got that pick, it said I have arrived." Man,
yes,
that 4-3 defense. Oh, yeah, that's indeed. Let's go, young man. Hey, boys growing up, they're ready.
And you know what? The 49ers picked him up because of his man defensive skills. And you heard what somebody just said a little while ago. Dak does not like to be bothered with no man defense. Edmund, wasn't that you? Dak and man defense, he seems to struggle, and that's something to do with usually quarterbacks like that, they have timing issues. They can throw into a zone, but if you're manning up on them, they've got to think about it. They don't know where to put the ball. If he's got that problem, he's not a legitimate, bona fide, real deal. I want to be watching for that Sunday. All right. Hey, Jamel, ran out of time. All right, Jamel, I'll tell you what, I want to see you Sunday, and I hope you're resting comfortably. And be looking for you.
Yes, sir. I'll see you Sunday.
All right. Night, Jamel.
All right.
Yeah, fam. I want to keep an eye on Dak. What Edmund just said, and you know, he sounds like he's really been having to pay attention to the Cowboys. I kind of enjoyed what he was talking about. Hey, George of the jungle, friends to you and me. Watch out for that tree. Boom, 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 boom. Cartoons just aren't as funny as they used to be, George. That could be what's wrong with me. Too many of them cartoons. George, doing great. How you doing?
Good. Chiming in, I heard that you're almost closing off, so I was like, he hopefully calls on me.
Here we go. What's on?
So I'm going to give you my score off the bat.
All right.
I'm thinking 45-30.
And that's more than Ellis. We're feeling good about this game, ain't we? Explain that. George? Did we lose George? Oh, no.
No, hello?
Oh, there you are. And George, a 45 to 30. George, explain that. I understand them getting 30 because if 49ers get up to 45, I imagine in the fourth quarter, the 49ers start saying, guys, pull up. No pull muscles, no injuries. Let's play the clock out. We're going to run the ball and, like that. But go ahead. Explain that.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So the reason I say we're going to go at it in the very beginning, so it'd probably be like a close to 30-30 in the first half, and then in the second half, we're just going to shut them down, you know?
Like we did last week.
Yeah. One of the things I wanted to mention, Ronbo, is, I have a lot of confidence in this team, from coaches to players. And if we do make it, all right, let's go on and let's try to go to the bowl. But if we do lose, which knock on wood, and we do lose, for the Sunday show, I would like people to come in and actually congratulate this team because they made it to the playoffs without us, a lot of fans out there not having faith in them. I always have faith in them. But I don't want to come in here and hear the Jimmy haters, the Grand Cones, ready to just blame it on Jimmy. So
and
if we
Kyle.
do lose, and Kyle. So if we do lose, let's have some, suck it up and just congratulate our guys.
Yeah.
What I do want to hear on Monday though is I just want to hear Shannon go on the show and start off with that.
Oh, that will be the biggest show. That will be the biggest watch. There it is. You got it. That's him.
One and out. Just one and out. So,
first, you forgot. He's got to call his name three. He's got to call his name 3 times first, though, as if Skip's not listening. Shannon,
Skip's not going to say my turn. He's just going to let Shannon speak. He's not going to say my turn.
Hey, George, the best thing is that camera on his house, when he comes in from the other side of the house into the kitchen area, pulls off whatever jersey he has right there and throws it in that trash can. I almost went unconscious on that when I first saw it. Oh, my God. I could not stop laughing. I couldn't breathe. God, that was funny.
If our fans show up to that game like they did to the Rams, it's going to be a lot better for us. Big props to Chris Kasarik because he's the one that motivates that front line to play well. This guy has had a mic on one time and never else did they put it on because they had to bleep out a lot of the stuff he says. And so players who actually follow orders and do that is because they have mad respect, you know.
Yeah.
If they didn't have respect for that guy, they'd be wilding out. So
and look what he did with
Chris Kasarik has, is going to deserve a lot of props at the end of this year.
God,
so,
yes.
But yeah,
look
let's go get that win.
I mean, Arden Key's like a machine, a monster. We actually have to get him to calm
Street,
down.
You know.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
We should get more givens this year.
He revived a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yep. So
we got.
But yeah, man.
I like your thinking. Now we got every right to be
great.
congratulating these guys.
If we do get that blowout, hopefully, the last touchdown gets spiked on the star. That'd be epic. But I know that Kyle doesn't like people disrespecting like that.
Kyle will probably ask guys not to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got to display the
class. Man, I'm waiting, man. I got a lot of Cowboy family fans. Fans in the family.
I have relatives in Texas and Louisiana, and
Yeah, I got Beth.
I said, you know what? Right. I love the gumbo, but y'all, I don't want to talk about no Cowboys. And then here comes the jokes. I'm like, oh God.
And I haven't heard you sing that song. Don't let your kids grow up to be Cowboys.
I know, right? I'm waiting.
You gotta hit it off
after the game.
Finish the show off with that, man. Finish the show off with that.
I'll do that. All right.
All right, man. Have a good night.
All right, George.
All right,
you too. Right, thanks, man. And the Daily Bird, 37-20, 49ers, book it, hearts everywhere. Daily Bird, I like that score. Here he is. Let me bring him in. And down Bama way. It's the Rod.
Finally, the Rod has come back to Ronbo Live. What it do, Ronbo?
Rob, we having this powwow, man, because we're talking about them Cowboys, man. This is like old times sake. This is fun stuff. Talking about the damned Cowboys in a playoff situation. We ain't had this much fun in I don't know how long.
Yeah, man. They some hoes, man.
I tell you. And other things that we better not say here because kids may be watching, but boy, oh, man. But go ahead, Rod. Give me a prognostication and your reasons behind it.
I mean, I'm listening to Michael Parsons talk about bullies.
I know, but
and we're gonna run it in your direction the whole game.
I hope so. Because who told
him?
We're
gonna slide outside the pocket in the other direction. I mean, he won't be a factor, man. He won't be a factor.
He should know the 49ers know who he is and what to do about it. If Aaron Donald can't get to the promised land, what makes him think Michael Parsons needs a hush?
Yeah, now let him keep talking. Let him keep talking. One thing I can say about my boys, we love to fly in the shows. I don't know what it is about Levi Stadium curse, but on the road, y'all got to come see us, bro.
Mm-hmm.
My boy Nick Bosa, he did him dirty with the as far as first teams and all that, all pro.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just ridiculous, man. But I mean,
yeah, that's
more
cold.
fuel for the fire, bro.
Yeah, Nick's gonna ready to show everybody he's a Pro Bowler now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But to be honest, I think the Cowboy Stadium is going to be roaring loud in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
They might even put up the first couple of points, the first couple of touchdowns. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
But one thing that I know about our team is once we get settled, it's on.
Yeah. And one thing, Rod, remember, 49er fans love to occupy Texas. That stadium,
Oh, yeah.
every time we play them, except for
It's
that
going
one
down.
time, there's plenty of red in there to counter all that blue.
Oh, yeah. I can see it now. I mean, I can just see the Cowboy Stadium trying to, drown us out because they're gonna hear us, man.
Oh yeah,
we the best traveling team in the NFL, so
apparently
it's gonna be a competition. But
Still shocked what
one
happened in
thing
LA.
about those Cowboys, they like us, man. When it comes to playing at home, they don't do very well when they on the stage in Jerry World.
Ooh, I didn't know that. Have they had some losses at home this year?
Now that I don't know the answer to, but I'm just saying, just as far as playoffs
General
go,
speaking, yeah.
they haven't even really had many games in Jerry World. But you might not remember, I told you this a long time ago. Man, the Dallas Cowboys still up under the curse of T.O. T.O. when they shouldn't have, and they hadn't done nothing since.
Yeah.
So,
actually, that is a marking point. You're right.
Absolutely. He got cut before Jerry World opened up. So, this T.O., this one's for you, dog.
Yeah. I just hope they keep the camera trained up
give you
there.
that.
I want to see that Jerry cam up there when he's up there in that booth, because Jerry kills me jumping up out that seat with that face like he's just so mad. Every time the Cowboys do something wrong, looks like he wants. Boy, I love that.
Oh yeah, I love it. I love it. I want to see somebody go put that football in the middle of that stall.
Oh, Benny, I wonder how high that booth is where Jerry's at. I want Jimmy to throw that ball up there. Anybody on the team, throw that ball up and hit that window. Boom!
Yeah,
And see, who threw that ball?
I would love that, Ronbo.
Jerry, man,
yeah,
that should be fun.
But,
man,
I'm gonna give you a throwback score, man.
Please.
They did this to us a couple of years back in the Jimmy Johnson era. I'm gonna say 38-28, San Francisco. And after we win, I'm gonna call the Ronbo show, and I'm gonna say, Ronbo, how about them?
Jimmy, I want to give that to you, man.
You know what I'm saying? Love it, man.
I'll be ready for it, too. All right, Rod. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to look for you on
Been
Sunday.
fun, man. We will definitely hit you up, brother.
Hey, can't wait. It's going to be a fun Sunday. No matter what Texas boys talking about up in here. All right, fam. Talk to you later.
Have a good one, Ronbo.
You too. And he fired Fangio? Oh, man. Hey, Bethel.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Hey, Bethel, it's time. It's time, Bethel. Texas, Here we come. What do you think? What's going to happen?
All right, this is going to be a good game because I see the Cowboys players are pumped up. The Niners players are pumped up. They're both pumped up. So, and I don't know what that rookie's talking about because he lived in a nice neighborhood. So I don't know who was, he was probably doing the bullying because he lived in a nice neighborhood. So,
Maybe.
And then plus another thing is that a lot of people should realize is that if you see the Steelers, I see one-on-one with number 90, and that's why he's getting all the sacks. You see Nick Bosa, you even seen it in the Rams game. There were 3 people on him.
3! And they were standing up like that.
3 people. How are you
one
gonna?
behind
How
him.
are you gonna?
I didn't even know that's legal.
So how are you gonna compare that to J.J. Watt? If he will get one-on-one like he was getting, or like the rookie right here, Paxton or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
like what Skip says, 11 from heaven, but he's gonna fucking drop when he sees what happened to him on Sunday. I'm not like he's never getting double teamed. He's never getting anything. The only way he gets after the quarterback is when they don't expect him, going
but the thing is,
after the quarterback.
The thing is, Bethel, is Micah Parsons? Why is he? Who's talking to him and asking him all these. What's got him going? I don't understand why he thinks he needs to get up and volunteer all this conversation. I don't hear anybody else on the Dallas Cowboys team talking, or at least they're not putting it out. So what is with Micah Parsons?
No, he's always been like that. He's always talked. He's always backed it up. But the thing is that the reason he didn't get a lot of sacks in the Denver game because they were blocking him and he couldn't go through. But when they're not blocking him, he goes through.
Of course. So why is he drawing all this attention now? It's hilarious.
Yeah, that's a difference between Nick Bosa and him. Nick Bosa is always getting double teamed, triple teamed. They're even holding him in the choke, and no referees are throwing flags. So it's. That's the thing that kind of sucks that, Nick is, he should have, got off pro. He should have, got all this because, he deserves it. And I think the comeback of the year is probably going to be the Bengals quarterback because he also, I think, broke his leg or something.
Yeah, he had a pretty bad knee injury as well.
Came back and look at, so I think he probably deserves it. Either Nick and him either deserve it because they're both, from a big injury and they're both look at what both of them are doing. I think it's gonna be, but
they should have offensive and defensive
they always
awards
favor the quarterback first.
Yeah.
For some reason, they always do that.
Yeah, because quarterback has a lot more to do with what his entire offense. He's touching the ball on every snap, right? So
yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah, because I remember all the crazy thing about everything is that I see all this in the media where they're all talking about us, the Niners, but then I see the time for them to pick who's gonna win, and I see all of them pick Dallas Cowboys. I'm all like, how are you? Saying all this about the Niners, and then you go pick the Dallas Cowboys to win. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I've seen. I just saw it for the first time today.
Back it up.
Yeah, ESPN people are calling for it. And like just like you said, they sit there and they badmouth the Cowboys, and then they pick them to win. That doesn't match with what you guys were just saying. Because Marcus Spears is going to say Cowboys.
Another thing that you wanted to hear, the referees that are going to referee this game are the same people that refereed the Niner game when we played the Seahawks at home. So that's going to be the same referees that are going to be refereeing that game.
Well.
And that game, they called us 10 penalties and Seattle 7.
Bethel, I just realized we're going to have to get your score because we're going to run out of time here. I am concerned about the refs, always am. But what score do you got on this game?
Yeah, it's gonna probably be a close game. I got us winning with a W, but it's probably gonna be a close game and it's gonna be a dogfight. And hopefully, our team, could back up, what they've been saying because I've been seeing that. Everybody's telling the Cowboys all this stuff, so the Cowboys are pissed. Team players are pissed off. And nobody's telling what the Cowboys are saying about them. Like,
I know, but you know what? And that's good because we want them to be all mad. It'll help ruin their own game. But we got to go though. I'm gonna put W because you're gonna be going for the win instead of the L. All right, but we're gonna go. I'll see you Sunday.
Yeah, and hopefully we could get some fan base in there and let's be loud and let's go Niners.
Guarantee you that. All right.
And
all right, Bethel.
Like. All right.
All right, Bethel.
Let's go.
Thanks, fam. See you Sunday. All right. And it's Emilio.
What's up with it?
Emilio, you know what's so funny? Because I went and checked after. I thought you said they lost the Broncos. Wait a minute. I thought I was watching that game.
They did.
No. The Broncos beat the Cowboys' butt.
No, well, I said they lost to the Broncos. That's what I meant.
Oh,
They
okay.
lost to the
I
Broncos.
misunderstood. Okay. Because I was laughing because I watched that game. Well, not only did they whoop them, they kind of embarrassed them.
Yeah, no,
So, you
like I said, they had, like I told you the other day, they haven't beaten nobody good. You can look at their roster, and that one team over 500 they beat.
Mm-hmm.
Not
And they
one.
lost. And they had to take Mac Jones and the Patriots into overtime to beat them. I wonder if they can beat them now, since they've grown up a little bit over there in Patriotville. So, you know, them stats, everybody talking, best offensive machine
they do
in
play them
NFL.
again,
I said, y'all need to
only time they play
understand
them
where they
again
got
is
them
if it's in the
numbers
Super
from,
Bowl.
too.
If they get there.
Yeah.
No,
But I
I'm
mean-
saying if the only time they're going to play them again is in the Super Bowl, that's if they get there, which I highly doubt.
I can't
Especially not
imagine
after the Sunday.
Even if Cowboys ain't go, man, you got to look at the numbers for who they are. You know, you can't just whoop anybody and call your ass badass. Come on, man. What is it? What?
Nah, I didn't say they play in the weakest division. They play in the weakest division in the NFL. So that's just
In fact, the Raiders.
Somebody. So one of those three teams, besides the Giants, had to dominate that division. It was either them, the Eagles, or Washington had to dominate that division, and luckily it was them. So
Yeah. You know what?
And if
Patriots
we-
is the only team, fam, that they over 500 that they whooped.
at that point, weren't they doing bad at that point?
They was running.
Because I know they were losing a whole bunch of games like we were, and then all of a sudden the Patriots came to light.
I thought they
So weren't the
won
Patriots doing
5 or
bad at
6 in a
one?
row. Anyway,
I mean, they did, but I know the Patriots were losing bad, and then they came out of nowhere, started winning. I know they started off slow, just like we did. I mean, they started playing a little better before we did, but I think the Patriots were doing better. But I could have
really,
sworn they did.
I'm looking down the schedule right now. I don't see a team over 500 or in the playoffs other than the Eagles that they beat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I'ma
no,
stop-
I've
I'ma
been
stop
looking at that. I've
tripping.
been telling.
I'm gonna stop tripping.
I told Cowboy fans before that. You know what their excuse? We play who's in front of us. I'm like, I understand that, but you guys have the weakest division in the NFL.
And
You
even
can't win in that
outside the division,
I said, you want to switch with our division?
Yeah.
I said, I don't think you guys would do that good.
and have to deal with the Rams and Hawks and Cardinals every other week. You know, but I didn't really. I should have looked at this, and I would not be looking like high anxiety. I didn't realize this.
I told you that a couple weeks. I told you that a couple days ago. I
That's
told you
true.
that a couple weeks ago.
I
said
should have
the
went.
team I want is the Cowboys, and this is why.
And the
It's
Steelers.
not that good of a team.
And the Steelers beat their ass, 16-3. Oh, that was preseason. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm looking too far up. Okay. I'm gonna feel a little better.
It will be to me. I think it's gonna be a close game anyway, because
You know
just
what,
because
Emilio?
it's playoffs, but like
I
said,
wonder.
it can get out of hand either or team. I just know with us, I keep saying, with the way if we lose this game, it's gonna be because of Jimmy, him turning the ball over. That's the only way I see us really losing that game. Jimmy really throws.
If that's all they can depend
two or
on.
more interceptions. I give him one, but two or more. He does two or more. Yeah, we're losing that game. I don't see us coming back from that.
Yeah, but we can't keep giving the
Just
ball.
Jimmy has to control the ball. Jimmy, it's all on Jimmy.
But you know what? It's like I keep telling people that keep worried about Jimmy. Listen, ain't gonna be no McKivitz on the left side this week, okay? Let's just put that all in perspective and let's watch what happens
Rob, I
this
told
time.
you that before too. That doesn't matter, dude. He had Trent Williams on that side, still threw 2 picks. That's not an excuse. This is Jimmy. We're talking about Jimmy. It doesn't matter
Well, I'm just saying-
who's blocking for Jimmy.
I'm
This
just saying
is
the
Jimmy
Rams.
still known for throwing interceptions, no matter who's on that line.
Well, yeah.
it helped,
I've seen him throw picks
but
that
no,
was
this
that
is
was
Jimmy
bad.
we're talking about.
But every now
I
and
would
then,
understand if Jimmy never threw an interception when Trent Williams is, then I give you that. But no, Jimmy throws an interception no matter who's blocking for him. He just got
But
to
you know
learn
what?
how to when to
It's
throw
not-
that ball away
Emilio,
or take a sack.
all I'm saying is it's not always because he got hit. If some of those picks are him. But from some lineman coming around there knocking the bejesus out of him, I got to blame that on that lineman. So, and I did see McKivitz get killed on that play just before Jimmy threw that one INT. So, you got to hurry that throw sometimes before that lineman gets there. That'll screw things up too. I just want to see
No, I get it.
everything out there right.
I'm just saying, it's just for us. I just know for us to really.
Everybody's
it's on
expecting Jimmy
to
to.
limit his turnovers.
Everybody's expecting that. That's all. The thing is, that dude Orlovsky says, yeah, well, I'm not concerned about the picks that Matthew Stafford throws. I say, see, this is what I'm saying. The league lets other people, it's okay if they throw a pick. But when Jimmy throws a pick, all hell breaks loose across the whole social media. Everything goes nuts. I say, you know what? That's fine. Jimmy, get him.
Technically, if you really look at technically, Jimmy's basically second bottom weakest quarterback in the playoffs right now. If you really look at it, he's above Hurts. So look at it. He's one of the weakest quarterbacks in the playoffs right now.
I'm gonna go look at that.
Besides him and actually I put him above Ben. So he's like basically bottom third. So
I'll be back on
he has
Sunday
a lot to prove. If he doesn't mess up, then he'll get his praises. But
because Kyler Murray,
he's like bottom third worst quarterback in the playoffs right now.
Because Kyler Murray's like a little strange too. But give me a score on this though.
Who did we give Customer? I say we won by 3. I give you 31-28.
31-28. All right. There you go. All right, Emilio. Tell you what, because I'm getting ready to get out of here. I'm gonna see you Sunday and get ready to celebrate. And I got a feeling about this.
Yeah.
Right,
well, at least we get to watch some football tomorrow early during the day.
Oh, that's right. Saturday games. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Emilio. Yeah. Have a great night, fam.
All right.
I see. Good LRSH. Because they're trying to pronounce that. Yes, Super Bowls are great, but beating the Lambs and Cowgirls is just as precious. And the most rare emeralds, diamonds, and rubies. Area code 415. Hello.
Finally.
You.
Hello?
Yeah. What is your name?
Ronbo.
Yes. Who is this?
Finally. It's J10.
Oh, J10. Didn't I talk to you like a couple of years ago? I thought I remembered.
This is my first time calling into the
show.
I thought it would be appropriate.
Okay.
I've been a super 49er fan.
Yeah,
born in between Lombardi trophies in the year of Dwight Clark, 1987.
All right.
And I've been through the Cowboys rivalry. I know what it's like. My mom asked me when I was younger, "Why are you crying?" We lost the game. And my mom said, "It's just a game, just a game."
They don't understand.
It's not just a game, Mom.
Yeah.
It's the Cowboys. It's a difference between it really is the Lakers and the Celtics. It determines the champions back then, right? That was the old rivalry. The kids these days, it's the Seahawks. But the Seahawks, it only really determines the NFC West, really. Maybe one Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
But this game on Sunday, it's not just a regular game.
True.
Week 19. This is more than just a game. It's the playoff. And Trent Williams, Robbie Gould, Alex Mack, they need to add to their resume. They want to take it to the next level. This is where the greats become immortalized. It's not like Joe Montana didn't throw interceptions in that catch game.
Oh,
he did.
I know.
He just closed it, right?
Only one quarterback
Ronbo
gets crucified for every. I mean, I'm looking at Matthew Stafford. He lost the game, J10. He lost the game throwing that pick. But analysts are saying, I'm not worried about Matthew Stafford's picks. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's the way it is.
It's all about finishing strong.
And who wins?
Finishing strong, finding the way to win. Bill Belichick, number one rule, finding the way to win.
Mm-hmm.
Guess who Bill Belichick's favorite boy, his adopted son, Jimmy G. All he's done is close out games. He may not score in the first half, but under the highest stakes.
Mm.
You heard Juice today, right? Juice had some conversation with Jimmy.
Yeah.
Why do you think Juice was the one this whole time sticking with Jimmy, Ronbo? I was thinking about this.
God, I hadn't thought about it in that depth. No,
Juice has been there in that same situation with another highly criticized quarterback, and that happened to win the Super Bowl
on the Ravens.
over, Joe Flacco. Jimmy, are you better than Joe Flacco? Jimmy, it's all up to Jimmy. He has to play a clean game with the Cowboys, protect the ball, preferably 26 or 25 or less passes. Have Elijah Mitchell channel his inner Emmitt Smith. I know about Jimmy Johnson's starter jacket, the hair that didn't move, Emmitt Smith badass earrings.
That's back when they used to use
Made me
hairspray.
mad as a kid, Ronbo. They took Dion from us. This is not just a game. It's more than that.
I know. It
You
really
know,
is.
Trent Williams deserves a road to the playoffs.
He'll get it.
We cannot take them lightly. Dak Prescott, he's going to try to be Aaron Rodgers, get the ball out quickly. Whoever wins the turnover battle, third downs, will win the game.
Yeah. And
It's going to be close.
One thing about the 49ers, we, for all the stress we put on a certain person on that team, third downs are
Really,
something
though,
we do.
I've never, ever, as a sportsman, my whole life, never seen that much criticism for a quarterback that brought a team to the playoffs. That was my goal entering the season, playoffs. That's it. From then on, it's you're playing with house money right now.
Yeah.
Throughout all the adversity and the resiliency this team has showed, guess who was the quarterback with the most comebacks in 2019? Your boy, Jimmy G.
That's right.
Oh, that was Jimmy, right? No, same one. Maybe all that the 2 rings he won in backing up Tom Brady. Maybe he learned something.
Oh God, how can you not? Right? You watch it, especially for that length of time. Yeah.
It would make
even Aaron
sense
Rodgers
that-
watching Brett Favre. That kind of stuff.
Right.
It teaches the kid that came in how to be a pro. So it's really important.
Yeah. It's like there's something clutch gene he may have. He may be a Scorpio. He may know how to lead and defeat challenges. I mean, he's a distributor of the ball. Kyle has the system in place. There's layers to Kyle. Jimmy has to just play a clean game, execute. Don't worry about failing, Jimmy. Trust your instincts. Don't throw into 3-man coverage on one dude.
And that's one thing Kyle pointed out, though. Jimmy does actually have an arrogant edge to him. He does think too much of himself. And he's trying
Kyle
to
definitely speaks to that.
Yeah. So but we don't want a game manager. People try to accuse him of being a game manager. I always laugh. Yeah,
right.
Game managers don't throw INTs. Okay, Jimmy needs to
don't play with that.
Pump the brakes.
Failing, right?
Yeah.
And even if he throws an early interception, he has to know that live to play another down. Don't force. He has a really good defense that can stop Dak Prescott.
Yeah. Abort. Learn and know when to abort play.
Slow down.
Hates to
Elliott.
do that.
Right?
So, anyway, Jay.
Zeke Elliott may just be his blocker, and their kicker.
Yeah.
He's old, been injured. Hightower and the special teams can take advantage, and Kyle can take advantage of McCarthy's mismanagement of the game.
All right, right. He's got Coach McCarthy. Jay, we need to get your score. What score you got? Or if you want to just give WL.
I think 31-17 is right about there. Should be if there's no
turnovers. That. We're close on that one. 17 would be the magic number. Jay.
Shout out to my boy John Lynch. I was a big fan of him. I'm so glad that Kyle's the coach and he's our general manager.
There you go. And Jay,
made some great picks.
I see you on the chat all the time.
Absolutely.
So let's do this again. All right. I'll see you Sunday,
boys. All right. Later.
Night, Jay. Oh God. And of course, it's Shabazz. Not heard from Shabazz yet. He's got to help out those who don't know how to bet. You can only get one, though. Shabazz, because Shabazz ain't giving up more than that.
Ronbo.
What's up?
Ronbo.
Yes, I can hear you.
What's going on, man?
I mean, cowboy time, you know? We don't get this very often, especially in this situation. You know? Cowboys have been beating our butts on regular season now for a while. And this time, when the money, this is the money game, all right? This is going to be the payback's going to be a biatch. You know, I can't wait. What are you thinking?
Man, Ronbo, you know I fly out tomorrow. You know I'm going to be in the building. You know
Yeah,
that, right?
you and Mike. I ain't no telling who else is going down there. All right, Jamani, I think is going down too.
You know I wasn't missing this game, Ronbo. Now, first of all, I'm going to fill y'all in on the facts that y'all was talking about. Listen, Jerry and them got upset because when the tickets went on sale, 65% of us already grabbed the ticket. So they quit selling us tickets.
I had some feeling like that.
You can't buy a ticket unless you're in Texas now. But I got my ticket that same night. Of course, you know I got my ticket that same night.
Shabazz,
okay?
You know what's so bad about that silly plan? I can call somebody in Texas and have them buy me a ticket. If they're asking for IDs, which it should be against the law, if they're asking for IDs, if you come in and buy them or online, they can probably tell your IP address, can't they? Damn. Okay,
yeah, but we ain't even think. We ain't worried about that. Yeah. Second, they 5 losses was to 3 to 4 West Coast teams. They lost to the Broncos, there. Yep. They lost to the Raiders, at home. Mm-hmm. They lost to the Cardinals at home. All West Coast teams, the AFC West is the only division comparable to our NFC West, And then they lost to the Buccaneers on the road.
Did you mention the Broncos?
And they lost one more game. Yeah, I said the Broncos.
Okay.
Okay, they lost to the Buccaneers. And, hold on. They lost to the Buccaneers. They lost to the Raiders. And they lost to the Chiefs. They lost to the Chiefs. Yep. They lost to the Chiefs. Again, all West Coast teams. Second, everybody calm down. Vinovich is not doing this game. I figured I'll do my homework since you have me on hold. The referee is Michael. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Gilkin and his staff and Alex Kemp. So we don't have to worry about Vinovich or Booker. Yeah. So we should have a clean game. And
at least somewhat fair.
Don't be upset. Both of us got fired about being stiffed on the All-Pro. And since Devo's been getting all the attention this weekend, expect a big game from Kittle. Not only blocking, but pass receiving. I'm not worried about no rookie named Michael anything that's lighting this backside. That boy ain't 240 pounds. He ain't 200. Do you understand who we deal with? We deal with Bobby Wagner. We deal with Buda Baker. We deal with the great Aaron Donald that we make look like a child. So when the hell is we going to be worried about some snot-nosed punk rookie? Come on, man. You ain't seen nobody blocking like this. And for everybody that's talking about it's going to be close my, you know what, 31-17 all day long. Ronbo, I'm getting off the plane like I did at 19 with my 9 flag. And Shabazz will promise you a 9 dance like at 19. And I will do it at the Dallas airport again with my 9 flag. So be looking for it, baby.
And Shabazz is a big guy. It's easy for man. So we ain't got to worry about no cowboy running up, say, you ain't from around here, is you? You ain't got to worry about that.
No, not at all. Not at all, cowboy. I'm 6'3" and 320, so come on with it. Come on with it.
Oh, God. It's going to be crazy. There is going to be some noise in that stadium, though, because this bitterness goes back a long way. So, boy, I hope security's beefed up for this game.
You're younger than me.
He's talking to you.
You're younger than me. You are younger than me. Yeah, Ronbo. I ain't worried about nothing.
All right.
You know I'm at work as always, Ronbo.
I was wondering what's going on back there. All right. Shabazz, we got you recorded down with that outrageously beautiful score. And I'm looking forward to saying Shabazz was right on the money. And, Micah Parsons. George was talking about them body bags. If Micah's laying on the sideline talking about, ow, my leg. And George, Micah, don't you want to play? Come on back, let's play.
Ronbo, here's the 2 turnovers we're going to get. Look for Aubrey Thomas to get a pick in this game again.
Yes.
Okay? And look for Aziz to get a fumble. We will strip Little Hand Zeke, and Aziz will pick it up and go the other way with it.
Oh,
2 turnovers,
like he
31
almost did last time. Yes. All right, fam.
31.
Shabazz. Yeah, we got it down.
I remember I called it. Zeke will pick up the fumble, okay? The front 7, I don't know whether to be Armstead or Warner will cause it, okay? Zeke will pick it up and go the other way. Either he'll go the way to the crib for it, or he's going to get a good return, and Aubrey Thomas will get a pick on Reindeer Dakota. Little Reindeer. Guess what?
I forgot that's what his name really is.
So it's girls.
It's Dakota.
Yeah, you forgot his name was.
I forgot his
You
Dakota.
forgot his name was Reindeer.
And Dakota. I tell you what.
Yeah, and Dakota.
Shabazz, we're gonna go. I'm gonna tell you what. And remember what Shabazz, just the scenario he just made up. It's gonna happen Sunday. Shabazz, I'll see you Sunday.
See you Sunday, Ronbo.
All right, nice, Shabazz.
Bang bang.
Splendiferous.
Can you hear me, Ronbo?
I can hear you, Splin. Come on in, man. And talk to us about this game
Been a
coming up
while.
Sunday.
It's been a while. It's been a while, and I've been working like hell through the holidays with kids. I've been busy, man. I've been busy, but I've been trying to get back up in here. You know what I'm saying? Where I belong. You know what I'm saying?
Delighted to have you back.
Now, yeah, I thank you. I thank you for that. Now, what does Kyle Shanahan do when he plays star linebacker? Do you remember?
Refresh my memory in particular. What does he do?
All right, let's go with Luke Kuechly when we played that Carolina game.
Oh.
You remember how he was worried about Luke Kuechly getting in the backfield and messing up the run game? So what he had him do? He confused the hell out of him with all the motions and all the take reverses and all that. You know, have him running from one side of the field, and then when he runs to that side of the field, he realized the ball is going on the other side. You know what I mean?
I do remember that now.
So he had him, he ran him out the play completely. You know what I mean? So
that's
little
what
Michael
defenders.
Parsons, he's going to confuse the hell out of them linebackers. Watch this. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have a lot of double reverses, and they're going to all be following Debo, and it ain't going to be Debo. It's going to be Elijah Mitchell coming out there with that ball. Trust me. You know what I mean?
And I like that because you know what? The thing is, all those pre-snaps and everything, the 49ers are better at that now than they were 2 years ago. You know what I mean? This is what makes it even more devastating because they were learning that stuff. And as they were learning down through the years, now it's become second nature. And now you can play fast. And now you can do things perfect timing. That's why Debo's just killing people.
Oh, yeah. Watch that offensive line move around and have the linebackers get out of position.
See?
Watch this. And
That's
then
why we can't
gonna
have no fat people.
Right. We're going to have Jawan Jennings as a secret weapon. You know what I mean? We're going to take a lot of pressure off of Debo because that defense is ready for Debo. That defense is ready for Debo, and Debo's still going to hit him in the mouth, but they're going to be worried about him a little too much.
Yeah.
They're going to overcommit. You know what I mean? And I feel like if we weather their early storm, because they're going to be loud in Texas Stadium, man. They're going to have a lot of noise in there, you know, so we got to weather that early storm. And once we quiet that place down, then we can play all game. We're going to put Jeff Wilson Jr. in there, and we're going to be Jermichael Hasty going to get in there. We're going to be hitting them with the 1-2 punch. They didn't know we going to speed or power. They ain't going to know which one is coming at them. You know what I mean?
Yep, it's gonna be balanced, beat up attack, you know, and all. And how many designs? Him and Mike. I mean, Mike, our run specialist, our OC, should I say now? They got so many different design. So his last name is McDaniels. We got so many design runs, and they're so complex, and the timing has become shrewd. This is why teams don't know when Mitchell comes blasting through there because you know he can run through a 3-inch hole. Man, I can't wait to see how this
We got that left tackle on defense, though. What I'm saying on defense, though, the Cowboys get most of the yardage by going downfield. They like to throw the ball long all the time.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if we take away all them long passes, Dak don't like going for them little 2-3 yard passes. He don't like that. He likes to throw the ball down the field all the time.
That's
You know what I mean?
That's what got Stafford hung. So, yeah, go ahead. A lot of these guys who insist on doing that, that's a plus. Because if that play's not there and you force that ball thinking your guys got a 50-50 chance, think again. I do like Ambry Thomas back there and Jimmy Ward. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Throw it, Dak. Throw it.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. Because guess what? When his long pass is not working, then Dak gets confused on where to go with the ball. See what I'm saying? He don't know how to take the little 5, the little 3 yards, the little 7 yards. He don't know how to take those little plays. He always try to go for the big knockout blow. You know what I mean?
Talking about that. Yeah, he's not good at picking apart.
Yeah.
And if they're covering one-on-one, that seems to bother him. I'm going to be watching closely for that. If Dak can't find in time his shots to his wide receivers cutting across the field, it could be a long day. That's true.
He's not going to have all that time. Remember, the O-line is a little bit older, so that fresh young Nick Bosa, watch what he going to do. Armstead, I'm looking for Armstead to have a big game. He going to push them linemen up in his face, and Dak is not comfortable when you get on in his face. You know what I mean?
Splint, I tell you, let me get your score because we're going to run out of time. We're having too much fun. What score you got here?
I'm going 31-21. Niners all day.
Oh, love the sound of that. Oh, Split Difference, man. I'm going to see you Sunday, man. We can celebrate this one. All right?
Most definitely, fam. And I'm back, baby.
Right, I'm glad to hear it.
Let me get a Niner shout out, Ronbo.
A Niner! For the return of the Split Difference, who finally has back.
You know that shout out get me juiced up every time I hear it.
I'm glad to hear it. Split, have a great night,
All
man.
right,
Looking forward to seeing you Sunday.
Love you, Ronbo. Love y'all. Love production. Shout out to everybody,
Thanks,
man. Hit that like button, y'all.
Thanks, fam. Night. Hey, and here he is, Bill. Bill's got to be Bill's favorite time of the year, the Dallas Cowboys. And you know how Bill feels about Dallas and the entire city, for that matter, and, of course, the team. Hey, Bill.
Dude, they better not lose this. That's all I got to say.
I agree.
Because everybody is coming out in that Cowboy gear. I'm walking out as the villain in Texas. The guy that's walking in a 49er coat, 49er shoes, 49er hat, 49er sunglasses, 49er gloves, a 49er scarf. Everything decked out in 49ers. I would wear pants if they made it. Let me tell you a little something. They were all talking smack, but I said one thing. Y'all had an easy schedule. How you going to feel when you stuck at home and we move on? Because it's not, if but when. It's going to happen. Oh, no, the Cowboys are going to win. I said, no, the Cowboys ain't going anywhere. You're going to be a one-and-done team like the Kansas City Chiefs. No more. Done and over. History is going to be made. You're going to be eliminated. And they all got quiet. They were all mad. They didn't know what to say. They're hoping. There's only one Cowboy fan stick their chest out and was all like, no, they're going to win, And like, okay, you should be scared. You should hide. Don't run. I told them straight out, don't hide. Come into work the next day. I want to see you. Don't run. Don't hide. Let me see you. Let me see you put that little sad smile, that little sad frown on your face. I'm going to tell you something. The Niners are going to beat the Cowboys 49-2. I mean, actually, to 3. We're going to give them a field goal.
Did you use 40? Did you say 49? Did you use 49, Bill?
49-40. 49-40. So they can remember the number 49 as in the 49ers.
Yep.
I want them to cry when they see the number 49. So remember, do not go to the playoffs. Do what you do and miss it every year. That's just your culture. Why did you even try this year, Dallas? Why? I don't understand. And if you get lucky because the referees help you out, you're going to be eliminated. So you ain't going anywhere anytime soon. So I'm not even worried. this team had an easy schedule. Against good teams, they don't do good. Patriots, why are we counting Patriots a good team? Let me ask you, why?
They took the Cowboys to
They're
overtime.
not really that good. Yeah, who cares? They're not even that good. They got lucky. I mean, Patriots are still rebuilding. So they're still trash to me. So the Patriots, I'm not even going to give them any props. Because let me tell you something, Ronbo. When a team loses to the sorry Raiders on Thanksgiving Day, don't have fun and tell me about playoffs. Don't tell me about playoffs. It's like you lose it to the Rams. Get out of here with that. I'm going to tell you straight out. The team's going to come out balling. Debo, hold your head up, play good. They're going to come out. They're going to come out hot. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to lie. They're going to come out swinging hard because they feel like they got something to prove, but their energy is going to be sucked out of them really quick. So if we're down at halftime, and I'm wrong about the score, and we're down 21-0, smile, Ronbo. Don't have a heart attack, and we're coming back to win. Telling you that right now.
No, I've learned my lesson. No more crying after the first quarter. I don't know what I was thinking. I just looked so bad, I couldn't understand what we were doing out there,
That's it. That's it. The worst happens, and the referee kills our drive and tries to help the Cowboys. Telling you right now, Ronbo, be happy. We're going to advance. Hopefully we meet Arizona.
When you back play the Rams again, I like playing the Rams. They're such a fun bunch.
We got unfinished business with the Cardinals, though, Ronbo.
That's a good point. I do want to play them one more time.
Yeah, and let the stupid Eagles get eliminated by the Packers. If not, maybe if there's a team that can upset the Packers, it's the Eagles. I'm not going to lie.
That'd be like dropping a bomb on the NFL world. Oh my God, Aaron Rodgers, you have been well, my toe still hurts. If it were not for the toe, I think I'd have been fine. Okay, Aaron, don't bring up your toe now. You guys got here. You got a bye in the first week. You could have fixed that toe during the week.
Bill. Let me tell you a little something. Shania's going to want to speak because she couldn't get through.
Okay.
So I'm going to hand it over to her. But I know it's like you got the question short, but look at it as 2 calls. I'm going to let her talk. But anyway, give me a 4 shout out. I'm going to listen to it on your YouTube. And please don't forget to sing Mama Don't Let Your Kids Grow Up to Be Cowboys.
Right, Bill.
Off the microphone. Here you go, babe.
Shania. Shania.
All I'm going to say is I can't wait till Sunday when we beat them.
And Shania, what is it going to mean to you? How big, between the numbers of 1 to 30, how important is it for us to whoop the Cowboys?
30.
Mm-hmm.
I already told my job I'm not coming to work.
Because, you're right. No matter what. Because losing to the Cowboys, after looking at their schedule, which I was not aware of until today, is an embarrassment to lose to the Cowboys. Now, that would be depressing on a measure you can't even measure. But to beat the Cowboys and be able to laugh, and Shania, be ready, because people are going to say, even after that game, should we win it, man, y'all ain't beat nobody yet. Let's see what you do in round 2. Shania, you know how much fun that's going to be? Y'all ain't beat nobody yet. Man, anybody could have went in there and beat the Cowboys. Let's see if you could beat the winner between the Cardinals and the Rams. And about the end, if y'all could do something with Tampa Bay or Green Bay, and then come and talk. I can't wait to have that conversation. Shania? Did we lose Shania? Shania? Yes. So, guys, I'm going to go.
She's half away. Give me a 49er shout out.
All right, Bill.
And I'm going to Mike.
The greatest couple in the Texas area? Because you guys are still in Texas, aren't you?
Yeah, she decks out in her 49er gear too. So
I
they
love
kind of upset.
Yeah.
I saw them run a couple run out of the theater. Anyway,
you guys,
go on.
You guys got to zoom in. We got to see that. All right, Bill, you ready? Schneider and Bill, you guys have a good night.
Hey, before I go, I'm going to say this. The 49ers are beating you Cowgirls, and I'm dropping the mic.
Hey, Bill. Thanks, Schneider. And with that said, Mama, I'm going to save this. I'm going to develop this song a little further. After the game is over, I want to be able to sing Mama, Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be. As Mike would say, cowbroads. You can rhyme a lot of things with cowbroads. I'll be back for more of that. Fam, thank you so much for the contributions today. And I can't wait to see you Sunday. Oh, God, I wish the season would go on for another 20 weeks, nonstop. This is fun stuff, ain't it? The excitement's unreal, especially when you're relevant and involved, ain't it? Keep the faith. I know Texas chapters are going to be all over Jerry World. Let's go. Night, fam. Oh, the Daily Bird. Texas boy has come out the closet as a Niners fan. He might be soon. There's a lot of those. Night, fam.